Hey everyone, this is DJ Honeyflow for the Honeyflow Talk Show. Great to see you guys. I'm really excited to bring on the next guest, and he actually gave me such a great suggestion. It's something so small and easy. So I think I'm going to try this for now on. Getting used to Instagram. We just came from Instagram. I'm going to pull him in here. So for all you guys that don't know, he does a kickback show every Saturday on Twitch. His Twitch definitely blew up. He's doing amazing for the 3 years. I think we've been on Twitch about the same time as well, and his growth is just phenomenal. And also, he's also on IG, Twitch, TikTok, Mixcloud, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. So my question, I'm always curious, how does this guy keep up? Because I could barely keep up with text messages. He's born and raised in Detroit. He lives in Atlanta. He does an awesome show, and this guy's hilarious. So let's bring in DJ Silver Knight right now. Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? Shoes
Okay, it's
on
good.
my end. You were shopping.
Sorry, what was that?
And
Uh-oh, I wonder if there's a bit of a delay between us.
shopping.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna try to.
Yes,
So give me a
sounding a little
second.
choppy. Okay, no problem. Yeah, no problem. I'll just do some shout outs. Hey, official Peckham Raver. You guys, everyone in the room, add this guy. He's new to Twitch, and I'm really excited about this artist. I meet a lot of artists coming from radio, and I'm telling you guys, this guy is an amazing artist named Raver. I just found him out of the UK, or he actually found me. I get a lot of artist submissions, and he did a few dubs for me. And I was playing his music nonstop for 2 hours yesterday on a reggae show. He has no idea what it means being affiliated. He has no idea what Twitch is. But I told this guy he's got to come on Twitch, and we'll do our best to help him out. Definitely an artist. So make sure everyone in the room, if everyone in the room could please add this guy. And he's very new. He has no idea what Twitch is. I basically forced this poor guy to come on Twitch. So make sure you guys add him. He's a great artist. All right, there we go. Oh, can you hear me?
Is this better? I heard it, but for some reason it was like it was chopping.
Yeah,
sure
it's
what's
still
happening
chopping.
with interesting.
Okay, actually, I think I could hear you
And
now.
I'm directly tapped in Ethernet stuff. So this is still chopping on you.
Yeah, it's still chopping. Actually, if you go to settings and audio, did you hit echo cancellation and automatically adjust mic volume? And what helps?
It's not a thing. It's like a glitching thing.
Yeah, and what helps is earbuds. I find when I plug them into my laptop, that normally helps as well. You probably know because you do podcasts.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, can you hear me now? I feel like a Rogers commercial. Can you hear me now? Is that good? Yeah, you keep freezing. What about disconnecting? Okay, he already knows to disconnect. All right, guys, I'll just say hello to each and every one of you guys. Good to see you. We got Music Spasms in the building. Of course, Raver. I'm going to keep ranting about this guy because he's an amazing reggae artist. I see a lot of artists, and I haven't met anyone quite like him. I think he's very special, and all he needs is probably a little bit exposure and support, and I think he's going to go really far. So I can't wait to see him on his journey as well. We got Black QT in the building. Good to see you as well. We got Jen B, the one and only, a powerhouse mod in the building too. Thanks for coming through, Jen B. I appreciate you. And of course, we're all here for DJ Silver Knight. We got I Am Affirmed. Who else is in the building here? Just looking to see. Great to see all you guys. Thanks for coming through too. I appreciate you. And anyone else that's coming through too. So we're having a bit of technical difficulty, but we're going to keep this going. Again, I go by DJ Honeyflow. I do a talk show Wednesday nights interviewing streamers, musicians, producers, pretty much anyone that's in entertainment. I'm looking to actually shoot my shots even further and bigger. So hoping that, some musicians and artists do take me on and I could start bringing them on this show as well. I also do a few music shows and looking to do a motivational show actually coming up this Saturday or Sunday. So wait for the announcement on Instagram. It's going to be actually a really special announcement. The 26th is a really important date for me, and I'm just going to jump in and give it a shot. Little nervous, I'm not going to lie. I'm definitely nervous, but I feel like it's well needed in this day and age. So it's going to be kind of like a new motivational, inspirational show on definitely TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So check that out. But we are going to be waiting for DJ Silver Knight. I think he's fixing a few things. Just to give you background on him, again, he does a kickback show on Twitch. He's born in Detroit and he also lives currently in Atlanta. He is hilarious. Like, I love his humor. It's very rare that you find someone that kind of has the same humor. And that's why I love his humor. I think it's awesome. Okay, so he says he's going to restart everything. Okay, no problem. And he travels the world, various countries. He's done different events. He went to TwitchCon, which was in San Diego recently. He's done some events such as the Father's Day, all vinyl, everything event. So we're going to be talking to him about that. And also, Twitch did something interesting. He's got a story, I think, going to New York from Twitch. So I don't know if someone noticed him on Twitch or what happened there, but we're going to definitely go into that story. And it's interesting watching his show because I didn't think that he had a radio background. Actually, no, when I watched his show, I knew that he probably was strong in radio or had some broadcasting experience. And sure enough, when I was researching him, I found out because Honeyflow is very good at her investigations, very good at Googling. I found out that he also used to be like a radio host. So I'm really interested in going into that. Being an on-air personality a few years ago, we come from the same background, and it's very rare you find a DJ that also has radio experience. So I'm excited to kind of learn more about his journey, his path, and just what brings him here today. He does a really great positive show and is hilarious. And I feel like his show is kind of like a TV channel where it's not just a DJ show, but it also incorporates comedy and just something different from other shows. He definitely has the it factor. So hopefully he'll come, on soon because I can only talk as much as I can. But I hope you guys are doing well on this Wednesday too. And I'm excited to have DJ Silver Knight on as well. So he says he's going to restart everything. We're definitely just waiting for him. And this is definitely practice for me. This is stretching me, being by myself in front of the camera, which I'm going to have to probably do if I'm looking at doing a motivational show. How you doing, Derek? Good to see you as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Black QT as well too. And and another thing I could probably talk to you guys while we're waiting is, of course, it is International Women's Month in March. And last year I did a huge raid train with 100 female streamers against human trafficking. We raised funds, I believe around $4,500 for a restoration house in Cambridge, Ontario. I got to meet some of the survivors and all these beautiful women. So big shout out to all of them and all the women that have helped me. Even last year, I think I contacted close to 400 women, and 100 women were on board with me for this human trafficking raid train. So it was extra special. This year, I've decided to do something a bit different and do something definitely still from the heart. Human trafficking is a massive, important issue, something I'm really passionate about. So I had an interesting story that happened to me, guys, actually just a few days ago, and I'll probably talk more about it on the 26th. But for the month of March, I've decided to just get female streamers on my talk show. So let's see who I can tell you guys who I'm going to be bringing on. So Bashi KD is an amazing woman. She does a motivational show. I'm going to have her on the first. I'm going to also have Dr. Dady Priest on. Going to be interviewing her, seeing her journey and why it's important for her to coach and do what she does. And she definitely has an infectious laughter. I love making her laugh and listening to her. Bashi KD has like a radiating smile too. Also going to have Diva 929 on, Mistress Kush, Black Beauty, and another special guest. Okay, let's bring on DJ Silver Knight. Here he is, guys, too. So look out for that month of March, in the month of March too.
All right, let's try it now. I restarted everything for you. StreamYard just was like everything, every other word you said was chopped out, but we should be good now.
Yes, perfect. You sound great. It's perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
So, okay, thanks for joining me and
Yay,
also joining me
we
on
made
Instagram.
it.
Yeah, we did. And I am a firm says sounds great. How you doing?
Sounds
Blue
great.
Lighting?
Good.
Okay, so Black
Good.
QT says, okay, we're good. All right.
We good.
Guys. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me as well. So yeah, we were talking on you just seem super far away. I'm like, I feel like I need to magnify you like this. I don't know. That might be a bit
works
magnified.
for me. I like that.
Just so people can see you.
Works for me.
All right, awesome. So you mentioned that you were born in Detroit and you've been living in Atlanta for a long time. What would you say about Atlanta that's special? That say if no one's traveled there, like what are some things in Atlanta that you would say that is kind of what it's known for or what your city's known for? What's special about it?
Well, I'll say Atlanta is known for its music scene for sure. I think a very long time ago, Atlanta kind of took a front seat to like its snap and crunk and just their dominance in the music industry. I mean, gosh, like I remember when it hit, it was probably like a Lil Jon around the Lil Jon era when it just took over and went crazy. Radio, you can't cut on the radio now and not hear somebody from Atlanta. So I'll say the music. It's definitely a strong culture here. The food is amazing. But what's funny now is it's a huge melting pot of people. Everybody is here. I mean, you have people from all walks of life all around the world. So that is one cool thing that wasn't like that when I was kind of growing up. It was like, you would see more people that were from Atlanta. Now it's kind of hard to find somebody that's like from Atlanta, born, raised. Like my son was born in Atlanta, in an Atlanta hospital, like straight up. Where like me, I'm from Detroit, so I was one of the few where it's like that's flipped around now. Like everybody's from somewhere else in Atlanta, so that's a cool thing too, though. You get a chance to meet some everybody with different stories, with different backgrounds, so that's always a cool thing too.
Yeah, that's so true. Are you familiar with Apache Cafe? I used to travel there and go to that cafe to dig for artists. Did you ever spend much time there?
I went to Apache a couple times. It used to be called Yin Yang Cafe, and they changed to Apache. But I used to go. I've went a couple of times. I never worked there. I would go there and check out some of the poetry. So that's like a like poetry kind of venue, live entertainment type venue. And they've been here probably before I even thought about DJing. So I remember Yin Yang, aka Apache Cafe. They've been around a long time.
Oh, nice. And how would you actually, when did you start DJing? Because I could tell you've been doing this for a while,
Yeah, I was let's say, what year did I start? I bought my first pair of turntables. And that's when I say I was officially a DJ, when I invested and was spending all my time practicing around 97, 98.
Wow. Yeah, I could tell that you could do this with your eyes closed. Like I could definitely tell that when I watch your shows. So have you always been DJing consistently, like since the 90s? Or has it been kind of off and on?
Yes, no, since I got started, it was full fledged. It's always been a part. Even if I had held down some type of job, it's always been a club or a bar or a wedding or something. It's been something since I started.
Oh, okay, nice. And then did you have like any inspirations as well for DJing? Like, who inspired you growing up?
Yeah, so I mean, I got started really because of my brother. So before DJing, I was, rhyming and producing and things of that nature. He was a rapper, and I would just follow him around everywhere and want to be just like him. So it kind of evolved from chasing a record label dream to, like, I found this thing called DJing, and I was like, yo, this is amazing. A coworker of mine, Mr. D, was a reggae DJ, and it was a club called Jaguars. And I remember walking in that club. He kept inviting me. I finally came through, and he was like, yo, come through. And I said, I gotta come check him out. Came checked him out one night, and was just, I remember just walking in, looking around like, yo, this is crazy. And I remember walking into the DJ booth and just standing there and watching, him and his partners on the mic and DJing, and me just standing out looking into the crowd like, yeah, I want to do this, like, hands down. And then, fast forward not too long after that, I met a bunch of dope DJs. Kemet, Frank, Nabs, Bubby Love. They were at this club called Club Kaya, Mars, the whole ATL family. And DJ named DJ Cowboy from Chicago, after I pestered him for a while, took me up under his wing. And so, my music inspiration would be my brother. My DJ inspirations was Mr. D and absolutely DJ Cowboy.
Okay, nice.
Hmm.
Would you say that it's fairly competitive in the ATL, like tons of DJs competing kind of for a spot, or do you feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's more
Everybody's
collaborative?
especially now. Now it's more competition. I wouldn't say more. There is some collaboration and there's pockets of that, but it's more of like everybody wants to be a DJ in Atlanta. I'm not sure where you are if that's the same thing, but everybody says y'all want to be a DJ. Let's go buy a laptop and a controller. In the beginning, it was still very much competition, but it wasn't as easy to be a DJ. Like, you definitely had to know your stuff. People was coming to see the DJ, so they wasn't just coming to see, somebody that just all they knew how to do was push buttons. Which is nothing wrong with pushing buttons, but if that's all you're doing, you're not really doing the art of DJing. You don't know how to mix. You don't know how to blend. You don't know your counts. You don't know your music for real. You just downloaded a playlist and you're a DJ. Nobody was coming for that. Now, because it's so watered down in Atlanta, the focus is more of sections and the bottle, and the hookahs and stuff like that. And DJing for a lot of the, popular clubs, it's more about the other stuff. There's still some places that has that in Atlanta, but no, it's more, man, I could throw a rock out my window and probably hit 10 DJs.
Oh,
Air
wow.
quotes, DJs.
Yeah. I'm curious, do you see much female DJs out there too in Atlanta? I think I noticed quite a few on Twitch actually.
I've
So I was
seen
curious.
more now than ever.
Yeah.
I know a lot of dope female DJs. They're just DJs that happen to be female, right? But
Hmm.
I see a lot more female DJs now more than ever. Back in the day, you might have had a handful that I can remember that was really, it was definitely male dominated. Now, I mean, it's a ton of them. It's a ton of dope ones. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's
Hmm.
quite a few. I
Hmm.
think DJ Lyris and a few others are out
Lyris is
in the
here.
80s. She's amazing. I was like in
Yeah,
the
Lyris is
80s.
dope.
Yeah.
I've known Lyris for a long
Oh,
time.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
long time. Rosaria, she jumps on Twitch sometimes. Man. We start naming, my female DJ friends. We'll be here all day. It's a lot of dope ones here.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's awesome. And I find one thing with Atlanta is that, you could be playing somewhere or like going to Apache Cafe or going to a restaurant and you easily see like celebrities or different people like,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
around. Have you
Yep.
had any run-ins with that or have you ever
All the time.
performed on
All,
stage? Yeah.
all the time since the beginning, since I ever thought about. That's always been kind of, celebrities have been here. They live here. They have houses here. They do a lot of work here. I mean, especially even now with like how they film so many different. So you might not know. A lot of people don't know when it comes to like, yeah, La Bonita's here. Yep, Derek said La Bonita's here. A lot of, like I said, we can name a lot of female DJs. We can be here all day. But
Hmm.
Hollywood they get a break some kind of tax break here in Georgia. So they do a lot of movies here. So I mean, I remember looking out of I had a radio show here, and we were on the 12th floor, and the way one of my windows was, I can look out, and they were filming. And what movie was it? It was the Avengers. It was the one when the first one when Thanos came. I don't know if you're an Avenger person, but they
Not
literally
really.
filmed Avengers behind my building. And so when they wrapped Avengers, I was able to walk. I mean, I saw Robert Downey Jr. filming, and I mean, they were all right there. So a lot of like, I went to a Taco Mac, and Captain America was there. Like it's that kind of city. Like you can walk into. I mean, I met Raekwon from Wu Tang at a Kroger, one of our grocery stores here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's that
Yeah,
it's that
and
kind
I
of stuff.
find everyone's pretty much on the same level, like, going to Atlanta, I remember going in this gated area, and these people were millionaires, and but you couldn't tell the person at the bus stop that was just a normal, "Hey, I work in a grocery store," compared to, like, a millionaire, and that's one thing that I liked, was
Yeah.
that people seemed to be kind of on the same level, like, not higher or lower, like, I don't know, that's just the vibe that I got,
It
and
depends on where you go.
yeah? Okay.
But again, that's like anywhere else. I mean, it depends on the person. There are some people that get buku money, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
And there's people that might not have any money, but you would know it because of the way they dress and they carry themselves. But I mean, you do have some people that have money that act a certain way. You got some people that don't have money that act like they
Yeah,
better.
that's
So
true.
you know
I'm
how
just
that goes.
curious too with you because I mean, there's very few that I meet in this industry, and that's why I love having some of the guys on my show and
Hmm.
to interview. But you've always struck me as someone really down to earth, and
Thank you. Thank
that's
you.
just so incredibly rare in entertainment. So I kind of wonder for all the time you've been doing this since the 90s. I mean, you could have a large ego, you could be like, I'm this and that. I'm just curious, like, what makes you grounded in this industry? Because that's one thing I noticed the first time I jumped on your show. I'm
Hmm.
like, this guy seems genuine, not just doing a show, but you seem to be who you are in front of the camera. I don't know you behind, but you strike me as someone that's consistent like that. So, what keeps you kind of grounded in this industry?
Wow. Probably just coming up in a humble house. Like my mom, we wasn't no balling out of control. I mean, it's not a story of like, oh, I was home, we was home. It was like, we lived in a regular neighborhood, went to a regular school, public school, it was no private. I probably my upbringing, probably her. And my brother wasn't, this overly egomaniac. He was great at what he did, and he loved what he did. Probably that, and probably just not wanting to be that guy. Like I never want to be that guy. I've met that person before. I've met guys that are like, oh, they're at this certain status, so they act like they're at this certain status, and I never liked it. I grinded for everything I got. Nothing was ever given to me. I'm still on the grind right now. Nothing is given to me. you
Mhm.
know, and so I guess all of that. I mean, it's a grind. It's an everyday thing. You wake up. If you don't move the needle don't move. So you know, I don't know. I mean, I got into it because I love it. I never got into it for a money situation. I got into even rapping and producing because I loved it. So I mean, I would assume it's one of those things.
Yeah, that's awesome. And another thing I've noticed about you too is, it's like I do notice, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people like to keep things private, their family and who they're dating or married to, or like I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like to keep things private, but I do appreciate that you seem like a family guy as well. You bring your kids on.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Mm-hmm.
not like
Boss baby.
yeah, like you're not really putting on this ultra ego in front of the camera. I feel like you are
Yeah.
who you are. And so how do you balance out like family too? Do you
Yeah.
have two kids or one?
No,
I
I
know
just
it's
got
like a
one. I
boy.
got one
Oh,
one
one. Okay.
one young guy. He'll be
Yeah.
3 next month. He's been part of my stream pretty much since day one. So he's kind of seen this whole thing like that. He jumps on the turntables. He wants to touch cameras. Like, I do this out of, for the most of this, there was a short time where I had a space where I did it outside of the home. But for the very majority of this has been home. So, y'all see me out of my house. Like, I don't even have shoes on right now. Like, a lot of times I'm just in the crib kicking it. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I'm just relaxed. You're seeing during Instagram and Facebook days, you would actually see, and even TikTok, if I do TikTok, you see in my home. So, you know, I'm just out of my place making noise.
Wearing
you
Croc
know.
shoes too, right? Wearing
Oh,
Crocs.
Crocs are my joy. Crocs need to give me a sponsorship. I love Crocs. I
Oh,
have
wow.
so many Crocs.
You're not afraid to admit that. You're not afraid to admit actually, that would be
Listen,
comfortable as
oh,
it
I
I
love.
should buy
Oh,
some Crocs.
Crocs has a new line that looks like the Yeezys. I'm absolutely getting some fake
Oh,
Yeezy
yeah?
Croc. They look
They
amazing.
need to make them a
Absolutely.
little bit more stylish, the Crocs.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
the whole
know.
point. Ugly of them is the whole point.
Yeah. Oh, man, DJ Silver Knight. I have to look at another laptop here because I can't see. Thank you
What?
so much for the 500 bits.
Who
Honestly,
did
you don't have
that?
to. You did. You don't have to do that, but I
What?
appreciate that. Thank you so
How
much.
is that
I
possible
do.
when I'm over here interviewing with you? That's not possible.
I know sometimes
Did somebody hack me?
yeah,
Oh my
sometimes I
gosh.
forget to look at another computer. Sorry, guys. I forget a lot. I'm looking at like two computers, a phone, a camera, and looking at
I'm just trying to
various
start a
people
hype
in the
train in here.
chat.
That's all. We only need two more people to do something.
Aw.
Set it off on the train tracks. Okay.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. 500
Absolutely.
bits. I need some sound effects like tweak music tips, you
Bow, bow,
know.
bow, bow,
Yeah, exactly.
bow,
Or we could do what
bow.
Chris Cut does. Burr, 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 burr.
Right. Chris Cut is. Yeah, but no. What's funny about Chris Cut, the first time, and I saw her, during the pandemic the first time. And so I remember being like, okay, I like this stream. She's rocking. And then I kept hearing the burr, 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 and I was like, yo, did she sample herself making noise of the sound effect? That's genius.
Yeah.
So,
No, she
yo, that would
is.
crack
She
me up.
is.
Yeah. So
She
now
was
she
so
has
cute.
herself like, "Brr, brr, 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 brr."
Yeah, she was so cute today too. She's bringing on her family on her show
Oh,
today,
that's
and
awesome.
her mods are like, "Don't encourage her. She had too much to drink, so she was emotional." And I'm like, "We got to give her more
Uh-huh.
drinks then, because I like this side. I like seeing this side of Chris Cut."
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was funny. Oh my
That's
goodness, you guys! I think.
oh,
Oh
Sookie
wow, I think
Sookie.
we're close. Oh,
Oh, you're in
you
a
saw
hype
one?
train.
What? Thank you guys. I appreciate it. We got Nax. Is it Nax Finest or Finesse? Is it? Thank you so much for those bits.
Max
I
Finesse, yeah.
appreciate you. We got Smiley. Thank
Oh,
you guys
Smiley's
so
in
much. I
there. Oh,
appreciate that
snap.
for supporting my
Oh,
show. I
snap.
really do. Thank you guys for the bits. Oh gosh, level 144%. Thank you guys.
Hey,
I appreciate
that's
that.
what I like to see. I like that. I
Um,
like that support. That support is so, it's amazing, man, how you can do something that you love out of your house and
yeah,
have people that love what you do so much that they're willing to support you financially, emotionally. Like it's amazing. I mean, it's this is just amazing. So Twitch is just off the chain.
yeah, I agree. It really is supportive, and
Mm-hmm.
you can share however you feel.
TCZ.
Exactly. Like on Twitch, you could share your story. You could share
Yeah.
something a bit deeper, which I have,
Yep.
and it's just like I never would have thought in a million years this would happen, even online, right? So
Yep.
I think it's
Yep.
pretty incredible, the Twitch community, and just I know D Man when he raised over 55,000 for breast cancer.
Oh wow.
We
Wow.
did. I did 100 shows last year for against human trafficking. I think we raised about
Wow.
4,500, but it was all female
100
streamers. So
shows. Wow.
yeah,
That's
it was a
awesome.
lot. I did not sleep in 6 days, but it was worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, Smiley, thank you guys so much. Jen B, thank you so much
Gen
for
B.
those
My
bits
mod squad is in here.
as
Jen is
well.
here.
And
I'm a
Jen B is
firm black
awesome
cutie.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they listen.
she's really
My
awesome
mod
too.
squad holds it down,
We got
down, down, down.
DJT CZ in the building. I was going to say Breezy.
Oh, T
um,
Caesar, yeah, T Caesar. Hey, what's up, T?
Easy. Good to see you guys. Official raver. You got to check out this reggae artist again here, guys, out of the UK. I just found. So
Are
thank
they
you
in the
guys.
chat?
Yeah. So this one, I should send you this guy's stuff. He does crazy dubs. Like if you like
Mm-hmm.
reggae music, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I meet a lot of artists, but he doesn't even know what Twitch is about. Like I forced him on Twitch, and I
Now,
said,
where are they at in the chat?
He's right here. I just highlighted him. Official Peck
Oh, okay.
Raver.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Your user ID is way too long. You need to just make it Raver. So we're just bugging him, but like he doesn't know what Twitch is about or this community. I just said,
Yeah.
like I've been saying to everyone, just follow him so we could get him affiliated because that's how much I
Mm-hmm.
believe
Wait,
in
is he
this guy.
streaming though? Like, are they?
He
Are
hasn't
they?
even started streaming, but he's got a lot
Yeah.
of music. Like he sent me about 30 songs, and I was playing mostly all his reggae songs yesterday on my
Oh,
show.
awesome.
And he's just dope. Like and you come from radio too, which we're going to talk
Mm-hmm.
about. But like when you hear an artist, we get a lot of artist submissions. But like
Mm-hmm.
when
Yeah.
you hear an artist that's special, you're like, okay, like that's the factor right there. And yeah, he's definitely got it. I don't know. I
Dope.
should just be his manager already.
You should do it. I mean, why
Yeah,
not?
exactly. Thank you guys so much to level 150% on this hype train. I appreciate you guys.
You
Yeah,
rolling.
he says he's versatile in all music.
Okay.
So yeah, so going back to your experience too, I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that you also were an on-air personality for Radio One in
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta. So you were
Mm-hmm.
like writing scripts, you were doing
Mm-hmm.
contests, interview
Mm-hmm.
questions,
All that stuff.
commercials.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting because I come from radio and I did pretty much the exact same thing in sales
Mm-hmm.
and as a radio
Mm-hmm.
host. So, what do you prefer? Like, if you had to pick between, say, DJing, events, or like radio, what would be kind of like your first love, would you say?
Um, streaming.
Streaming?
I like streaming better than all of it.
Wow. Okay.
I miss some of the in person interactions with being so. If you would have asked me that question before streaming, I would have said definitely the events and clubs and stuff like that. Radio as as the institutional radio and the control that they want to have over you, I can take it or leave it. Okay. Streaming fuses both. Streaming is really, you can have your own show syndicated network. I can reach more people potentially and have more direct contact with people via streaming versus sitting in a room with theoretical people that may or may not call you up in radio. Um, I like the streaming and content creation because you have full freedom over your content. If today I decided I don't want to DJ anymore and only want to stream me raising chickens, and y'all follow my journey on raising chickens on my Twitch and YouTube, I can do that right now.
Okay.
You can't
That's
do that you can't do that in radio. You know, you can't pivot wherever you want to. It's kind of like, we want you for this and only this, and they're going to control you to do this. I kind of fell out of love with radio for that reason. When they really wanted you to be your own personality and be you, that's been a long time ago. Then that was one thing. Now they kind of all want the same kind of cookie cutter personality to do that. I'll rather stream than any of it. Even with the clubs, you know, clubs want to control you. I'd rather throw my own events unless Coachella's booking me. Hello. You know, unless some big festival is booking me or somebody that's going to book me for me and let me do my thing and trust that I'm going to bring an awesome show, then get booked at the hottest club in Atlanta that wants you to play the hottest 100 songs that's on the radio. I don't desire that anymore. I'm very happy, not even content. I'm very happy with the control I have over my stream, and the people that are, when I do it in person thing, if they're not booking me for me, I don't want it. You know, so I'll say streaming is first, then clubs and radio.
100%. I
Yeah,
so agree with you. I
yeah.
want to just go back to thank you guys so much. Bless up to all you guys for the hype train, level one, and Black QT. Thank you guys
Yay!
so much for even kicking it off and starting it. I appreciate
Let's
you
go.
guys. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you drop them in the chat for DJ Silver Knight. I totally agree with you. Sometimes I feel like like my passion is radio too, but sometimes the
Mm-hmm.
grass is not always greener on the other side. And I've experienced
Yeah.
that too. But I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, but I want so bad to get on this. Like I work for an urban hip hop station, the largest
Mm-hmm.
pretty much in Canada. But the same experience I can say now talking about it is I can identify with everything you're saying,
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
I know Twitch can be more creative. Do you think it's kind of made you more bolder when you do real time gigs to get out there and be more expressive than just be that cookie cutter type of DJ and give the client just what they want? Do you
Well,
feel like it kind of
I've always been
opened you
that.
up?
So
Yeah.
I've always been kind of, except for in the very beginning, because I knew who I was, but I would just take gigs because I wanted to be in the in a club or a bar. Before a very long time, even with the radio gigs that I took, or the live broadcasts I took, they were still me. Um, as at first it was like, you know, the newest hip hop that was on the radio, and then as I got older, it was like, well, I love throwbacks. Like, I love '90s R&B. I love some of the new music, and that's cool. So I kind of have been doing that for a while, but out of necessity, I took certain gigs. Whereas now, where I'm a full time streamer, if I take a gig, it's because I want to do it, or there's something that resonated with. Oh, I want to. Okay, this feels good, or I think this would be a good look on what I want to do for the next levels and stuff. But I'm not interested in taking just, hey man, we want you to come and DJ. Like, I get called a lot for events, and I try not to be disrespectful, because there's no disrespect, because there's nothing wrong with a sweet 16 or a graduation party. I don't want to do those because that's just not, I don't enjoy the music. So I wouldn't be enjoying myself. It'll just be a check. And the moment I'm doing this to just get a check, and I'm not at least having fun, it's time to find something else to do.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Hey, King
Mhm.
Jen, I see you. Good to see you. I Look Up Music. How you doing? Good, great to see you as well. Let's see. And I'm just looking here. Great to see all you guys too. But if you're doing this full time, so you've been doing this probably full time for what, 2 or 3 years now, would you say?
Yes,
Or
since the pandemic. Well, again, we kind of had no choice, because we
Mhm.
all, probably around the same time, get those same calls. Hey, it's gonna be a while. We're gonna close for a little while. So that was 2020 March, right? Um, I was already looking for, like, okay, what's about to happen? Because you kind of saw it coming. You know, somewhere in February, it was like, oh, okay, something's not right. A lot of places are shutting down. And then when March hit, and I got all the clubs like, yo, we shutting this, it's over. It was like, well, what do you do?
yeah,
What's next? You
so
know?
true.
Um, and
Yeah.
so my thing was, well, I started seeing people going and spending time. So really it kind of started with, like, well, let me see what I can do on Instagram and Facebook. And it started there. And it was cool, put your Cash App up, and because, again, remember, in 2020, I don't think they had badges. I'm pretty sure they didn't have subscriptions, because it might be different now. See, they didn't have all that in place on Instagram like they
Now
already
they
had
do.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, now they
Yeah.
have it, but
And
now it's like,
TikTok and Facebook, it never used to be like that.
everybody has subscriptions, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'll see notification. So and so has subscriptions. Don't so and so work at a bank? They don't even put nothing up. Why are they offering subscriptions? They're not even doing.
How do you balance that though? Because I mean, I was definitely doing it full time for a while and it could be a
Hmm.
grind, and burnout is real when you're a streamer, it doesn't matter
Yeah,
if you're a large streamer or a small one.
absolutely.
It's like yes, you want to do your passion. Everyone that I've brought on my talk show always says, "Oh, it's just, for the passion, it's for the love." But then I also have conversations with them too off of camera, and you could tell that some are tracking the following, the numbers, the analytics, like they're tracking so much, they're strategizing, to make partner and all that jazz. So I would say if you're doing it full time, how do you balance that out? Because yeah, you want to keep it your passion, but you also want to keep your lights on. And
Hmm.
I know what it's like when you're trying to grind so much, but it can be difficult some moments, right? If you see very few people in your chat room, or if you see a lot of people in your chat room. So
Right,
how do you
right.
balance doing it full time, doing your passion, because you obviously you want to, as a streamer, convert your passion into not only purpose, but also everyone would love to do their passion and get paid for it, right? So
Absolutely.
how do you balance
Absolutely.
out, I guess, those moments of being kind of up and down a little bit, if
Yep.
you are?
Yep.
I don't know if you ever are.
No, it's definitely a up and down. It's like any business, right? You'll have some
Hmm.
highs, you go through some lows, you hit some valleys, and you're back on the mountaintop, and then you're on, then you're back down there cutting the grass. You're everywhere, right? It's a business. So a word I learned in the beginning of the pandemic, I knew what pivot was because I played some basketball here and there. So I knew your pivot foot, and you would turn your pivot foot. As long as you don't lift your pivot foot up, you could turn that pivot foot all you want. You might turn over here and trying to fake the defender out, right? But I never used the word pivot in a way that I learned during the pandemic. It's like, okay, you're used to the clubs and the radio, but now they're all gone, and we don't know when they're coming back. So what are you going to do now? And it was like, okay, well, let's pivot over to Instagram. All right, that's kind of working out. Well, let's pivot over to Facebook. Yeah, that's kind of working out. Let's pivot over to Twitch. Oh, this is working. And Twitch has been killing. And then now you got some low moments. What do you do then? So when you have those, for me, when you have those low moments, this is when you look for possible sponsorships. This is when you look for how to reinvent your stream. This is when you look for maybe, I don't know, doing some different content. Let's try some gaming. Because what's cool about when things are in that low part, that's when you can really try things out because you got nothing to lose. If it's already a low point, what are you going to lose? Two followers? Maybe not. Or you might gain everything. So it's all about that. It's all about, I think, transparency. I think it's all about reminding people, in a respectful and subtle way. But I say it on my stream, like, hey, don't forget, I'm a full-time streamer, y'all.
Yeah, I've
I
heard you
love
say
having
that.
fun with y'all here and we hanging out, but look, this is full-time streaming. And although it's never ever mandatory, because it never is, it's always appreciated when you sub, when you use your Prime subs, when you throw a bit, when you gift somebody, because even if it's a little bit, 100 biddies go a long way if you got 200 people in your chat.
So true.
Like,
Yeah.
no, if you had 200 people in your chat and every time you went live, everybody threw $2, you could definitely keep your lights on, right?
Yeah.
So, it's tough, and it's sometimes it can be an uncomfortable thing to say because it's like you feel like you're pandering. But
Yeah.
I just learned a long time ago, like, I don't feel no kind of way of saying, hey, like, welcome to my store. If you like what you see in the store, support it. And
Yeah, I agree.
support can be way more than even financial. Bring 10 people through. Gift somebody. Use your. My biggest thing I've been trying to talk to people about is like Amazon Prime. That's the easiest free way. You're already paying for it. That's the easiest way to support your favorite streamer. Whichever
Yeah,
streamer
it's
you
so
decide to
true.
use it with, it's the easiest way because all you got to do is link your accounts, and every month you can subscribe to Honeyflow or Silverlight or whoever you decide to use it. It goes a long way. It's the same thing like buying a sub. So it's kind of like that. I just have to remember to ask for what they say when you're selling something. You ask for the sale. Like
Yes.
you can have
Yeah.
the best presentation, but if you don't Black Cutie with the Jeffrey Bezos emotes, that's right. But if you don't ask for the sale, you may never get it.
Yeah.
So
So true.
sometimes I just say, hey man, I got commands in chat commands in the chat. I got timers in the chat because although I love doing this, I absolutely love doing it. If it doesn't continue to allow me to be a full-time streamer, I have to do it less because I have to make room for what's going to pay the bills. So I'd rather be here. But at the same time, that's why you see a lot of streamers are not here anymore. That used to be
Yes. Yeah.
it's a lot of streamers that used to be on in 2020 and summer 2021 that as soon as the doors open up outside, they were gone. And there's a lot of us still here trying to fight the good fight with the hopes of that we're going to continue to grow. that our followers will still support us, you know. So it's tough sometimes. It
You're
is
giving me
tough.
some good advice. Like I'm actually legit learning from you right now because
That's,
everything you're saying is like sales. You know, I come from sales, so I should get that. But the one thing I've learned in sales is, you know, when you're teaching an artist in any other field, they feel very uncomfortable like asking for that, right?
yeah,
Because
it's
they're more
tough.
artists. And I've heard from non-DJs, they're like, well, you made the choice, you know, DJs made the choice to come here, so they shouldn't expect it, which yes, I agree, but then people need to also realize, like, you know, you're investing thousands of dollars in equipment, in
Absolutely.
audio, in video, in lighting, in graphics. Like, you're
Oh
spending
yeah.
a lot. And yes, we did choose this path as
Mm-hmm.
well, but the investment is far greater than, you know, so even if it's like even a dollar, I feel like that still shows that you actually appreciate someone's show if you're on there
Yeah, a
4
dollar, a
hours
buck.
or every day
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something, right?
yeah,
But I
yeah.
still I don't think the only time I've ever asked for a hype train is if I'm fundraising and I really believe in that cause. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I've ever asked for it for myself, but you do give great advice to that it's good to be honest. If you're doing it full time, it is a
Yeah.
grind. And if you want to continue to be there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, you're definitely giving some
Well,
good advice
and think
there.
about it like this. Like, I don't think I've ever asked necessarily for a hype train, but once we're in a hype train, I'm like, yo, let's beat it. Let's get to certain levels. Let's make this hype train count. Because this is the
Hmm.
time. No other time can you say, all right, y'all, we gotta get to these levels. So let's show up and show out. This is the time when you go crazy for your streamer, right? Like, you go crazy for, if you go to a restaurant, and again, this is not a mandatory, but it's still like, yo,
Hmm.
you say you support, I appreciate it. But if you go to a restaurant, you're gonna buy a drink. So if your streamer is supporting you, is giving you a 5 hour, 6 hour, 10 hour show, buy a couple of drinks
Yeah, no,
with
I
your streamer.
definitely hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, buy
And that's
buy
good that
buy
you
buy
said.
a bottle of cheap wine from the grocery store that's $5 with your streamer. Show
Yeah.
them some love. There's
For
nothing wrong with
sure.
that.
And I like how you said even pushing, because sales can be like this. It could be up and down like a hill and a valley.
Hmm.
And I was taught that like when you're at your highest sale and you want to, you know, you made a big sale, you know, in your job or whatever, and you know, you want to go out and buy that steak dinner and you're kind of relax a bit because you got that sale. I heard
Hmm.
my best advice was always push harder. So
Oh
when you're
yeah,
at the top of the valley, always push the hardest you can.
yeah,
Don't kind of chill and just kind of be laid back because you're going to
yeah.
drop down to
Oh
the,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Oh yeah.
down
If you're
there.
not
So when you're
careful,
down there,
yeah,
yeah. And when you're
yeah.
down there for 2 weeks or it's like quiet, you have to push yourself up to get motivated again. So I think it's the same kind of concept with sales and
Hmm.
streaming as well. And a lot of people don't realize this, that even if you have a large following, it doesn't mean that you get paid by Instagram, Facebook, all these apps. You don't.
Oh
At
no,
least
you
I know you
don't.
don't.
No,
You have to
most
like,
of the time you don't. Yeah, you
yeah.
still gotta. Yeah,
So you got to create something. Like that's why people are selling coaching or merchandise like yourself, you
that's
know?
right.
So that's why
That's
I
right.
say definitely support DJ Silver Night, guys. It's not easy to do full time.
It's
You
tough.
know,
It's tough, and it's
yeah,
scary because
it is.
on
Yeah.
those weeks or streams that don't do, I've had $5 streams.
Hmm.
I mean, literally, I've had streams where I've made $5. Well, let me take that back. Where I've made $2.50 because so you can look it up online. Every sub, every tier one sub, any streamer gets. Jeffrey Bezos, Twitch gets half, right? Twitch. So I say Jeffrey Bezos, so that's kind of a joke.
Hmm.
Amazon owns Twitch for those that don't know. I'm sure this is not new information to a lot of people. But for every tier one sub, the streamer gets half, Twitch gets half, right? Okay. So it's not like you're getting necessarily rich, but if everybody that loves you and supports you subs to your channel, Jim B, there he goes. Um, you get 250. So, and every time somebody throws a gift sub, guess what? That's 250. So every time somebody throws a bit, 1 bit, it's a penny, a literal penny. So, so if you throw 100 bits, that's $1. You're tipping your DJ $1. So it's not like you're getting rich, but if you have a decent sized page, you could do fairly well if you have, 100 people average that come into your chat, and they throw, and you make $100 every time you walk away from the stream. Yo, that's not a bad stream at all. You know, um, like you said, yeah, it was a choice to come here, but it's also entertainment. Because guess what? They're gonna go to the famous DJ and throw way more, and throw a hype 20 train. So why not support the small streamer as well? Like, I've seen it in the big ones that have thousands of people.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be crazy in there.
Have you seen the list on YouTube, what people are making, like the DJs?
Oh, I
You
can
know?
imagine it's probably nuts.
I'm pretty
It's
proud
probably
of,
nuts.
like, even the DJs coming, at least from here, from my
Yeah.
home province, Ontario, Canada, like,
Yeah, yeah.
seeing a lot of them on that list, it's just like, wow,
Where is
that's
Scratch? I'm sure
incredible.
Is Scratch on the list?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So I'm sure he makes a
instantly,
killing.
Scratch
Yeah,
Bastard,
yeah.
starting from scratch, and, like,
Well,
a few others, and they just started, but I know Franson, it showed that he was
yeah.
making $500,000. I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
So,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
if I can
he's
say
doing
that,
it
but it
now,
is
because I don't see
public, it is
Franzen
public.
as much as I used to see Franzen.
That
But
was
I'm sure
surprising. I was
during the
like,
pandemic he was making a killing. But
"That's
also
crazy."
it was a heavy weighted channel. He
He
had a
was
lot
going
of
on
people in
every
there
day, and he was going on, I think, like,
every
every day,
day.
like,
Right,
the Q
right,
Mixologist or, White
right,
Gold, Ray
right,
Domingo, like, all these guys are
right.
really hustling, they put a lot of work into it, so
Yeah,
props to all of them, like,
absolutely,
have
absolutely.
you ever kinda thought, like, what is the magic formula? Because I don't feel like there is any.
Mm.
Because some people love certain shows, and I don't know, I haven't quite figured that out, if
I
there
think
is
the
one.
magic formula, if there is one, is to um bring your crowd. Like I said, I don't think Twitch is the place to be discovered.
Hmm.
Discoverability is something that so I go to a lot of Twitch like webinars and like CEO talks, and I've went to some out of state with them before, and it's always the same thing. It's like, well, Twitch isn't, they're working on how to have more discoverability. It's just not that type of app, right? When you come to Twitch, for the most part, you're gonna come as a destination. You're gonna go see Honeyflow. I'm coming because I want to see Silver Knight, or I want to see J Book, or I'm coming to see a certain streamer. And then unless that streamer raids, and it a lot of us share kind of the same you know community. Like we have people that people that watch Q the Mixologist. They probably watch me. They probably watch Vince Adams. They kind of go around. They go around. But if you're not bringing a whole crowd with you that doesn't know about Twitch, and that's a hard thing to do, right? It's hard to
Mhm.
bring people over from other platforms. It's tough.
Yeah.
It is tough. Like getting people to convert from, they've been watching Instagram for 10 years. It's hard to get them to come to another app.
Very hard,
So,
very hard. Yeah.
it's a
But I
grind.
will say people are watching. I will say that because, like, and again, we're going to Facebook right now and also YouTube, along with Twitch with this show. But, like,
Right.
sometimes I think no one's watching, and I'm like, what's the point in doing all this hard work, right? But I'll just give you a quick example. I flew back to my home city. I haven't been back there in 5 years, and flew
Hmm.
back to see my family. And I started running into some guys that I knew from like 20 years ago, and they seemed to know everything I was doing. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, I've never seen them say hello on my page or nothing, right? It's been
Right.
quiet.
Right. Right. Uh-oh.
Like, because
It
it's
froze
just
for me over
quiet.
here.
Oh,
It froze on me on StreamYards.
oh,
What's the
shoot.
last thing you said?
Okay. Yeah. So I basically was saying that people are watching even if they're not
Mm-hmm.
responding.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Facebook has been completely quiet for like 2 years, and I kind of left the app. I just post and I go live like every week, but I leave, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
really concentrated more on Instagram and Twitch because it's a lot of work. But when I flew back, a few guys said, "Hey, we watch your show every week, and what you're doing is great." But I would have never
Oh
known
wow.
that because you
Awesome.
don't get comments, you don't get likes you
Right.
don't get. It's like
Right.
silent.
Right.
So
Right.
I would say that like you got to keep going because people are watching, your content, whether you believe that or not. But I will say to all you guys in the room, it is encouraging not only monetization, but it's encouraging to just leave a comment, so
Yeah,
many
comment,
times. Yeah,
share it, share it.
exactly. And
Anything.
share.
It's not
Yeah.
about so here's the thing. If you are not able to or don't want to help financially and support financially, that's okay.
Yes. Yeah.
It really is okay because somebody will. That's fine. It will work itself out in the rent cycle, right?
Hmm.
But sharing is absolutely free. If you like it, share it. Don't
Yeah,
gatekeep
for
it to
sure.
yourself. Share
Yeah.
it to people and oh hey man, hey, you know what? Y'all should go check out Honeyflow on this app called Twitch. She be rocking. Go check her out. Or I love her interviews. If you love the content, Silver and Hypebeast, share it. Share it. Tell your friends about it. Um, you can that's the easiest thing to do. Because if you share it and 5, 10 people come over, you never know who out of there is gonna be like, yo, I really love this. 10 P's, five, you never know who's gonna, do the other side of that support. It's so many different ways to support.
Yeah, it's
So many
very,
different ways
very
to support.
important to share. And I will
Yeah,
say that there's
yeah.
nothing like the Twitch community. Like I really truly feel like it's special.
Mm-hmm.
With the
Mm-hmm.
mods, all you mods are like truly MVPs in the building. Like you guys actually make our shows far more,
Absolutely.
like
Absolutely.
than any of us do. You really do. Like you bring a community. And I would say here is a community. I don't feel like Facebook is a community. I love Facebook, no offense. I'm streaming right now there, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Twitch is special because it really is a community. You see the names like Black QT, Gen
Mm-hmm.
B. Like you start
Mm-hmm.
seeing names and faces to people with their user IDs, right?
I love how
And
you say I love how you say Black QT's name. I love how
oh,
you
did I
break up
say it
all.
wrong?
No,
Oh,
you saying it right how it's spelled, but it's like cutie, like a
oh,
cutie, cutie
oh
pie,
yeah.
like
It
black
must be
cutie.
my accent, my Canadian
No,
accent.
everybody
Yeah,
always says it because they see the Q is capitalized and then
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
T. So I love how you say it though,
Oh, Black
Black
QT.
QT.
That's so funny. Hey, DJ K Immaculate.
Yeah,
Like, oh, DJ K Immaculate says commenting just because DJ
yeah.
Honeyflow says so.
And
Thank
and
you,
here's something
Immaculate.
cool. Here's something cool about people when you comment and here's some secret sauce. Um, that helps people find you too. It shows activity in your channel, right?
Yeah,
So when people are like throwing emotes and commenting, it's kind of the same thing when a lot of people are liking your post on Instagram. It gets pushed to like the for you page or the search page, whatever that popular page is. Twitch, that's kind of one of their ways to say, oh, is something going on? Oh, let's feature them. When you're in a hype train, that's another way to get kind of featured on these different. They call them shelves. So if you go to the front page, you'll see like the top carousel. That's the carousel, right? And then you got different shelves under it. It'll say, oh, featured for you. Then it might say, oh, recommended smaller streamers, or they'll have different shelves. That's one way of doing it. Of getting a little more discoverability is people coming in chat. So even if you have to lurk, I always say, if you got to lurk, we love y'all. Keep me on. Don't turn me off, but come say hey first, or drop an emote. I got a lurk and torque emote. Just drop that real quick.
it's so
Anything.
true. And it means everything,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, it
Like
means
not
so
just
much.
lurking. Hey,
So much.
see, someone must have been listening from Facebook because Amit now says a Brit would say QT pie. So my
Uh-huh.
first Facebook comment. Thank you so much,
Oh,
Amit. Great to see
awesome.
you. He's from
Awesome.
Dubai, I think, or in Dubai still. I'm not quite sure. Great to see you.
Hmm.
Yeah, and Black QT says, I love
Yes.
I love the lurkers. Gen B, that's why I love Gen B
Hmm.
because she's one of the
Hmm.
few on my show that will comment and join
Yeah.
in the shenanigans. That's what I love
Yeah.
about her. Like she'll, not everyone wants to comment in the chat
Right.
room, but
Right.
I will
Right.
say the chat is about bringing community and connection to people, like, so
Yeah.
that's why it's good to jump in the chat as well.
Here's the
Um,
other thing about lurking. I
mhm.
think some people. think that if you say something, we're expecting you to drop some money or something like that. No, like, come say hi, come hang out. Don't feel the need to have to drop anything. If you drop it, thank you. Like, for real, thank you. As a full-time streamer, thank
For
you, thank you,
sure.
thank you.
Yeah.
If all you want to do is hang out, that's fine. Like, it's not about, like, if you're in the channel and you just chilling and you want to say hey, but then you're like, oh, if I say hey, I'm gonna have to sub. If I say hey, I'm gonna have to, because guess what? If you say hello, and my community is real good about this, and they see that you're not sub, you might very well get a gift sub just because you're in there being cool and nice. Like, it's been a lot of times people have come in, oh, I love it here. This is fun. It's my first time here. Da, da, da. I'm gonna have to come back. Sorry I can't sub right now, but I just want to hang out. And they, boom, gift sub. They got a gift sub. You know what I mean? So come say hi. Come say
Yeah.
hi. You do not have to. Now, if you're working, I understand that. But drop a little lurk and twerk emote or hey emote and keep it pushing. It's
And you
all
never
good.
know who's watching you. Like, have you had any
Mm-hmm.
surprise musicians or celebrities that came in your room? One
Um,
moment I can say is I think it was Tony Capone, where I was
okay.
doing
Oh,
a raid
awesome.
with Pam the Funktress, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Why does his name sound familiar?" I was like, "Oh shoot, that's a producer for the Loonies. Like, he's worked with Too Short, all these
Nice.
people."
Nice.
And I'm like, if I saw the comment in my room, I'd literally be ducking under my turntables because I'm like, man, I used to listen to like all his music in high school, right? I'm like, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
believe he's in my room right now. And I've heard different situations happening to different streamers where people will go under a different ID and they're like famous,
Oh.
like 90s. Like I heard Lisa, and I heard
Oh,
like a
wow.
few other cool people on Twitch that you would never know under a different ID. Have you ever had
Wow.
a cool situation like that?
I haven't. Now you got me thinking. Um, I mean, I've had every DJ that we've named, pretty much has come in, and that's been pretty. Like, it was real cool to see, like, you know, a DJ scene who was an amazing DJ, or Scratch come in and say what's up, and it's been cool to see those guys pop in. Absolutely. I'm trying to think of like a celebrity, like a rapper or something that I didn't know. Like, I know there's been rappers in there that I've invited that I'm cool with because of radio. I can't think of any surprises. Um, I can't think of any surprises right now.
Oh,
Maybe
right
my
now?
moms can think
Okay.
of one that was a surprise.
Yeah, let
We've
us
had some
know.
cool come in for sure, but like
Cool.
Emmanuel Lewis is one of my good friends. He'll
Nice.
pop in. Now he'll pop in, just you never know when he's coming in. But that's the homie. So I can't think of like a surprise.
Oh, that's
I'll
cool.
think about that.
All right. Hey, Gator Boy, good to
Gator
see
Boy, what's
you.
up?
We got Disco Darren that
Christina's
just
here.
slipped in the
Disco
back
Dan.
door.
Yeah,
Miss
everybody's in the
Felixina
building.
thinks I'm a serious
Yeah.
stalker, which I am. I stalked your LinkedIn, your
Nice.
Spotify, your Twitch, your TikTok, your Mixcloud, YouTube, Discord, Spotify. What else?
Who,
Apple,
Christina or
Amazon.
mine?
No, yours. Yours.
Mine? Oh
I
God, you
stalked all
all
of it.
on
I know
everything. You
your
found
entire
everything.
I know your entire backstory. I know
Oh
your entire life.
Lord, you found it
I
all.
know where you live. I googled your
Oh, you got
house.
the
No, I'm just
Addy.
joking.
Oh, send money. No, I'm playing. I'm just send money in
I'm just joking.
Wingstop. Okay, no.
I will, but it would probably be Canadian, and our dollar is half your dollar. It's pretty bad. So, but if you don't mind Canadian, then no problem.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Um, exactly. Have you ever
Uh,
been, like, nervous with, like, a raid or anything coming in? Or have you ever had a time where you're kind of nervous, whatever that may be? So a person raiding you or, like, just on your show? Like, ha has there ever been a moment for you like that?
can I be honest with you? I'm
Mhm.
nervous every time I DJ.
Really?
Every single time. I'm nervous because I want to do a good job, and I
Wow.
want to I want to give the best entertainment. I want people to enjoy themselves and come back. If I'm DJing, I'm nervous in like a IRL situation, like in a club. Hell yeah, every single time. Every time I crack the mic, every single time. Talking to you when we first get started. Now once I get rolling, I'm rolling. I'm in mode.
Mhm.
Every single
Wow,
time, I'm
that's
nervous.
nice. I like
Period.
hearing that because it
Period.
shows because
Period.
you're relatively a big streamer, and I just think that's awesome
Every
because it
time.
shows that
Every time.
everyone's human, right? Doesn't matter if you're big. See, even Black QT is even she's surprised. She's like,
Yo, every
really?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
And Jonah says, yes, that's all of us. Hey,
Yeah, because
Chef
you want to do a good
Sheila.
job,
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you're not nervous, you look too comfortable. Like,
Hmm.
I don't want to be okay. I've seen DJs when they're getting ready to DJ and their hands are like this. I'm not that kind of nervous. Like I'm I'm good here, but like until I get the crowd going and moving in the back of my mind, I'm like, yo, come on, let's get them going. They feeling it, and then it's even harder because and that's another reason why it's so important to like chat and talk. The only way I know that y'all are having a good time is if you comment. I can't see you. It's nobody in the room. Like usually, I'll say 8 point. Unless Boss Baby is here, there's nobody else in the room when I'm DJing. It's just me in a room by myself. So if I'm not getting the energy back from the comments, I don't know what's going on. At least when you're in a club, you can see, okay, are they moving? Are they sitting down looking? Are they throwing tomatoes? Okay, damn, this can't be good. They're throwing onions. All right, well, they don't want to hear that song. But especially with streaming, I'm even more nervous because it's like you can't see nobody. You don't know, you know. So there's been times when I've had like some slow streams, and it's like a handful of people in the room, and it's like, okay, nobody's commenting. It's 40 people in the room, 45 people in the room, and nobody's saying nothing. So I'm like, thank God for these cutaways and videos I can play. Because
Yeah.
I'll cut away and be like, I'm in here like, oh my God,
Yeah.
no. And by the time I come back, I'm like, all right, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Nobody's still talking. Let's cut away to Skater Man. I'm back in there.
Now
Oh,
imagine being in front of the
no.
camera like this, no DJ equipment, no music, and you're just talking. It's like talking to a refrigerator and no one's in your chat
Yep.
room.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yep.
is
That's
that is
the
a bit
that's it.
brutal. That's why
That's
I
it.
said you guys don't know this, but I said to Silver Knight, like, please come on earlier or I'm gonna message
Yeah,
you
no,
because I don't want
literally,
to be by myself. Because if I'm by
literally, her
myself,
her co- her DM was okay. Silver, I'm not good at talking by myself. So as soon as I go on, I need you to jump in. I was already ready, but this is on Instagram. It's like as soon as listen, please, as soon as I need you to come in. So we were good. The only issue when we came on StreamYards was something was happening. It was messing up. So I was listening to you. I was trying to hurry up. I was like, poor baby, poor baby. But
yeah,
that's when you kind of have like so for you for the next time, have it's always something to talk about because there's always the news or something, right? So if you have whatever fits your brand, and let's just say for instance, it was celebrity gossip. Just have a couple of stories lined up, and as long as you have a few people talking back to you in the chat, use that to your advantage, or start a poll, or start some type of, hey, we're gonna go, let me see an emote on, let me see what kind of favorite emoji, something like that. You can always use that as a way to kind of buy some time. Just have a few more things lined up to talk about, because you was talking about like the different shows that you had coming up. You were on point with it, and maybe it was good that it messed up so you can get a little more used to it, because it's tough. This
it
thing is
is.
behind this microphone, hoping that somebody you've never met on the other side of the screen kind of halfway likes you. DJ, what up, Diz? Kind of likes you is scary. This is some scary stuff, yo.
And not
Like,
everyone's gonna like the content, not everyone's gonna be vibing you, like and
right,
that's one thing you have to get
right,
used to in this industry, and I think that's the toughest for me because 'cause I'm such a people pleaser, so it's like,
right.
you
Can't
know,
please
I
everybody.
yeah, you're
Can't
like
please
the
everybody.
puppy dog, like, you just want everyone to be vibing and liking, but you realize that it's just not possible. One day you'll have
That's
people,
right.
like, say how much they love you, and then the next day they'll unfollow you, and it's just that's
Oh,
just the world
absolutely.
of social media
Oh,
for
yeah.
anyone, right? Whether you're
Yeah.
small or big.
Yep.
So but
Yep.
just to get over that and just keep moving and keep grinding, and
Yep.
eventually I think doors will open
Absolutely.
for you, right?
Absolutely.
So
It's same thing with like if you get a big raid or something like that. Have you
mhm.
ever had I'm assuming you've been raided before at
Yeah,
some
for
point,
sure.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
You ever had a raid? It's like, oh, so and so brought 70 people or 50 people or 100, however many people. You're like, oh hell yeah. And then you see that number start
Oh,
dropping
yeah,
down,
yeah.
drop
I think that's
right.
made
So
me feel bad. I'm like, "Shoot, what am I doing
yeah.
wrong?" Like,
So
it
so
kinda messed
so
me up a little bit.
I got you. So here's
Yeah,
the thing,
yeah.
right? At first you're thinking like, okay, what did I do wrong? Why aren't they staying? What, and now you might even change your way of doing it. So no, continue to do what you're doing. Because most of the time, it could be the streamer before you just went on for 5 hours, right? And the crowd is tired.
Yeah.
It could be they say, "Hey, come on and stream. We're gonna go raid," and maybe that streamer only allotted the time to see the streamer that raided you, right? It has nothing to do with you. They
Mhm.
could have just they're done with Twitch for the day. They did their 2 hours or 1 hour or 5 hours, however long, and they don't want to sit through another streamer. All right. Then you have some people that say, "Man, well, hey, I got to go back to work." Some people might have to go back to work. Some people might just go into lurk mode. All right. So I'll say it's probably more not you than anything else, right? It's just that's how we as streamers kind of look at it like, oh man, what did I do to no. You continue to do you. Those that stay, stay. The more important part is somebody thought to raid you. No matter
Yes,
who
that's
stays.
true.
No
Yeah, it's
matter who
very true.
stays, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter who stays. If one person stays, that's I think Amit says if one person stays from the raid, even that's one more person that know you. But most of the
Exactly.
time,
Yeah.
it's not you. It might be right. It might be somebody going from a music stream, and I might rate anybody. I've rated gamers. I've rated oh god, I've rated any. I don't have one type that I rate. They might not want to hear music coming from a game to a music. It's
Yeah.
never. I don't think it's ever a personal thing. I don't think
And
it's
what I'm
ever
learning
personal.
too, it could be
They
just for
might
that
not like 90s hip hop. They might only want to
exactly.
hear 70s R&B. And you
Yeah.
playing 90s hip hop, and they're like, "Oh, that's enough for me." Boop. They might not like the tone of your voice. I can't change the tone of my voice.
Or maybe you're talking too much, or maybe you're
You might
just
be
playing
talking too
music, like,
much.
I
You might
almost
not be
feel like
talking
maybe it
enough.
works for introverts. I feel like Twitch might work better for introverts because they just kinda play the music and they don't really talk too much, but then you watch other
Mm.
streams where they're talking the entire time, like myself too, and,
No, I,
it
I
works for
talk on
them.
mine. I'm a DJ. I'm a
Yeah.
host. I DJ. It's a party. You're gonna get this microphone. But you're gonna
Mhm.
get some good songs too. And I'm gonna make sure I'm working on where do I talk. That's a good thing. You got to know where to talk, when not to talk. But that's radio. We know that, right?
Mhm.
But you know, I might not be the kind of DJ like you said. Somebody might want a silent DJ, and that's okay too. That is okay. Because guess what? If I'm not their type of DJ, no disrespect, then you're not my type of viewer. That's okay. And that's okay. It's okay. It is, I'm telling you, it's okay.
So
You
true.
know,
Hey,
yeah.
speaking of DJ Lyris, we were just talking about you earlier. Great to
Honest,
see you,
Lyris came
girl.
in. I
Yeah,
just see Lyris come in. What's
you're
up,
gonna have to
Lyris?
catch the
Oh, I see her
replay,
now.
Lyris. We're talking about you.
Lyris.
We
What's
got
up,
DJ,
Lyris?
Chris Camouflage in
Chris
the building.
Camouflage, what's
Oh, he
up?
says, I hate when DJs are not talking enough.
See what I'm
Interesting.
saying? See?
Amidst like totally, I agree. DJ Jonah, and I think I saw a few other people. Derek here says you can't take it personally, which is
Yep,
true.
that's right.
Let's see here, and Disco Darren too. Um, it might not be you, especially when you go from music stream
That's
to a
right.
talk show or
There
vice
you go.
versa, which
There
is
you go.
true. One thing I have learned too is I listened to a
Absolutely.
motivational speaker, and he used to talk in empty rooms. Now he packs out arenas, but this guy literally talked to empty chairs, guys. So I feel like everyone's
Mm.
got their start. He said he used to make up names of people in empty chairs
Okay,
because
yeah. Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
he just had a big vision and a big dream, and but it wasn't happening. He was kind of going through the process. So he said always when you're speaking or if you're DJing or whatever your craft is as an artist, to do it like 100% because you don't know who's in the room watching. And
Yep.
you don't know
Yep.
that it can only take one open door for that
Yep.
to open for you, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So you always got to give it your best shot, even if it's like 2 people in the room compared to like 100 people, because all you need
Mm-hmm.
is that one open door, right? And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
his
Mm-hmm.
story was pretty remarkable as well,
That's
talking
right.
about that. Yeah.
Love it.
So we're going to get into, guys, a video. I pulled up, some things with him as well. He's definitely got a crazy sense of humor, always makes me crack up. So I'm going to try to see if I could do this because I did it a different way.
Silver Knight's crazy.
He is
Oh, I
crazy.
got 1,000 channel points. Let's see what I can redeem. Let me see what I got in here.
Hey, hey,
Let me see. I'm
hey.
gonna make
Oh,
you
okay.
stretch. There you go.
It's good.
There you
Okay, there
go.
we go. There we go. You don't have enough here. I'll stretch right now. There
Well,
we
I don't
go.
have enough for which one.
You don't have enough for the Batman mask, which I'm happy about. No one has redeemed, so thank you very much.
Well, that's
Let's
5,000
see.
points.
Exactly.
Anybody? Does anybody
No, no,
have
no,
five
no, no, no,
thousand
no, no.
points
We're not going to do
by
that.
chance?
You know what?
If you have 5,000
We are
points,
going to get
please hit the Batman
we are
mask.
going to get Silver Knight, guys, because I was stalking him a little. Christina knows that
Well,
I did my
now I'm
investigative
saving
work.
my points just to let you know. It's my goal to save up at least 5,000. So just get ready. Yeah,
Oh, that's
I might be even be lurking in the back.
Oh, come on. Are you
Jonah,
serious?
Jonah.
Jonah, are you serious? You're serious right now. You're supposed to be on my side. You were supposed to. This is not funny.
Do
You
you
were
have
supposed to be on
clips on?
my side.
Somebody clip this, please. Somebody
Oh
clip
man.
this.
Okay, no. No one's gonna clip this. No one's gonna clip nothing.
Party Rocket
Because
KFG in
like
here. Jonah,
Honeyflow's trying to
super
get a
mod
date
in the
for
building.
springtime for this summer, and me wearing this is gonna look crazy online.
Well, you
So
know what?
no,
But you
it's
put the
not gonna
points up
happen.
there. You put the points up
I know. I
there.
keep
You
forgetting to
got
shut them down on my talk show.
you got to honor it. You
You
got. I
guys
mean,
aren't cool. I don't like you
give
guys.
them
Any of
what
you
they want.
guys.
Give the people what they
How
want.
you doing,
Give the
party?
people.
Party Rocka Kev G. How you
Uh-uh.
doing? He does an
Don't
amazing
try
show
to
too.
don't
DJ Lyris, girl, I was promoting you. I was saying so
be
many nice
trying to
things
shout
about you.
people out
You're supposed to be
because you
on
trying
my
to
side. You're
don't be
supposed to be
trying to
on my
shout people
side.
out. She's
Jonah,
trying
you're
to get
supposed
away
to.
from it.
Jonah's like my new mod, and I can't believe he did this to me. But
Jonah, thank you. Let's do it.
man,
Do it.
I got it, and I'm allergic to this mask too.
Oh
All right,
gosh.
you know what?
Listen,
I'm going to try to grab
do
this
it.
mask, and
Okay. I'll hang out with them
yeah,
for a minute. You go do your thing. I get them. I
Lyris,
promise.
don't worry, girl. I'm going to get you too for laughing. Okay, so I'm going to play this funny video. I'm going to try to
You
run
play
and
that
grab
while
my
you get your
mask.
mask.
Exactly. And this is how he's got a sense of humor, guys. I got a minute to find my mask now. Thanks a lot.
Hey, hearts in the chat for DJ Jonah. Please add DJ Jonah with some mod love, some hearts, all of the above.
All right. Oh no. Yeah, let's not big him up more than he deserves right now. Okay, so I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna try to find this mask now. Now I gotta move all my stuff and everything. Okay, so you guys check out DJ Silver Knight. This is what he does on his days off when he's off
I'm scared.
streaming in his
I'm so scared.
backyard. He's crazy this way. I was hoping a bear would jump out and like bite him or something, or grab him.
Especially now, right? Especially now.
I don't know if you guys have bears in the ATL, but we do in Canada. But
we somewhere we do.
Okay, so check out some of these videos, guys. They are hilarious. Me and him pretty much have the same humor. I wanted to share that with you guys too. So check this one out. Hopefully it works. I am going to try to run and grab my mask now.
This is
Gotta
so
turn
awesome.
off these comments. Okay, how am I going to do this? I got to figure this out. Okay, here, let's see. Okay, hopefully the sound works. I'll be right back, guys.
I keep forgetting where I lay down my keys. I keep forgetting, feel like my keys, they just run from me. I keep forgetting where I lay down my keys. I keep forgetting every time I leave. And heaven knows I need my keys, but I just feel they just run from me. Every time I leave, I keep forgetting where I lay down my keys. Oh no, I keep forgetting, feel like my keys, they just run from me. I keep forgetting where I lay down my keys. Need those keys. I keep forgetting.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I
Oh
think me
my
and you would get
gosh.
along with the jokes because I do crazy stuff
Yo,
like that, just like
that
you.
is that's I love it. I love it.
All
Gotta
right,
have a good time, right?
exactly. Okay, I gotta see. I was hiding my hair. Thanks a
It's
lot,
all good.
Jonah.
It's all good.
I don't like you very much
L-
right now.
look at the emote I found.
Jonah out of Chicago. Here, let me see. I gotta hide my
It's the
hair.
best thing
So
ever.
I'm putting on the Batman mask,
Well,
guys. This
excuse
is my
me,
child's
Batman,
voice.
where did you come from? Where did Honeyflow go? Do y'all realize you've never seen Batman and Honeyflow in the same in the same room?
This makes
Wait,
me
when did
feel
you
like
learn
a fighter.
karate?
I don't know. I
Oh,
just feel like
I
I
love
need
it.
to do that when I wear this
I
mask.
love it.
But I actually
Oh.
thought this was the Catwoman mask. So I bought it
Ah.
in the store and I'm just like, does Catwoman have Botox? Like, why does she look so angry? I
Oh, that
thought
is
Catwoman's supposed to look
so
cute. And then
funny.
I called up a DJ and he's like, girlfriend, what's wrong with you? That's not Catwoman, that's Batman. You bought the wrong mask.
Can I tell you something was hilarious? And this is so random, and I'm not
Mhm.
making this up. I watched Catwoman last night, the Holly Berry Catwoman, and it's
Oh
so funny
yeah.
that you just said about I forget how much I liked the movie, and I saw it like it was on what was I watching, Prime or Netflix, and I was like, oh, they got Catwoman. Oh, let me watch that. I was washing clothes and stuff. So this is perfect. This is
Yeah,
perfect, and
so
I'm screenshotting and screen
no, no,
recording, so
no,
this is
definitely
awesome.
don't do that. You
I
guys,
keep
and
forgetting
even
where I lay down my
Facebook and
keys.
YouTube is going to think I'm crazy. So we
Isn't
have
that the whole
channel
point?
points here, and this is why I have to put on the mask. They redeemed it. Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm relatively normal. You know, on most days. Yeah.
Oh, I love
So,
this.
and
This
this
is
is
so
so hard
awesome.
to see when you're doing a controller, like when you're trying to
Uh-huh.
mix music.
Yeah,
It's really,
yeah.
really hard because I think my eyeballs are much
S-
bigger. Look how
So what are
crazy I
your
look.
other channel points? Let me see what else you got here. You got
I gotta figure out that. Oh, please,
get Honeyflow to
no,
show what people do to what?
no, no, no! Don't redeem anything more, guys. Seriously, just don't.
This is
This
awesome.
isn't
This is so
about me.
awesome.
This is about Silver Knight. Let's
But
get
this is
back.
so much
No,
fun.
no, no. Let's get back to all the
Dress you in
questions.
a corporate
Let's get back to
attire
all
for 10
these
minutes. So you
questions
change
here.
clothes and I'm saving. I am saving
Well,
up
you don't
for
have
now
enough.
on.
Okay, so Party Rocker says posture check. All right. Thank you, Party
Okay.
Rocker. Don't redeem
Is that for
anymore.
me too?
Oh, he says stretch. Yeah, we got to
Okay, we
stretch
can stretch.
and posture
Okay.
check.
All
Ah,
right.
thank you.
It felt good.
Feels good. Like, do you
Let me
do that
see.
enough streaming?
Okay. All right, here's the last one. I want to see this. I want to see.
I gotta look relatively normal too.
I
So
want to
you guys aren't
see
doing that
what's
for
my
me.
limit, Christina? What's my limit?
What do you mean? What's your limit?
I'm
What's
sorry.
next?
I was. Listen. I'm having a sidebar.
I think we need to get into another video with Silver Knight, guys. Okay? You guys don't need to see me. This isn't about me. This isn't about me. It's about Silver Knight today. So we
I
are
think I
gonna
want to see
get
the
what
corporate.
the heck, this girl Xtina. No, don't do
Oh,
this. It's
okay,
not
okay,
fun.
okay. This is
This
so
is not
amazing.
enjoyable for me.
Okay, okay. You know what? We'll. Oh, I want to hear this worst dating story, but I kind of want to see you in fur too.
Stop it. Oh my gosh.
Okay, you
What
know
the
what? You
heck
know
is
what?
happening
We'll
here on
we'll
this show?
this is what we'll do. Christina, next time we're in together, we'll do the fur, okay? We'll save it for now.
Yeah, just don't.
Cuz
Well, I
right
think I
now,
would like you. You're
Honeyflow is
crazy.
sweating. She almost got some sweat in her eye from the mask and
I am
yeah,
legit
so
sweating right now.
we'll and I don't want her to chop anybody else. So we'll be nice.
Exactly. Make sure you're nice to me. Okay,
Okay.
I'm leaving this mask on for 1 more minute and then I'm taking it
That
off.
is so awesome.
But we are
So
going to
awesome.
see. I got to
You have to
figure out.
ask me. You got to ask me a question in the mask.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. All
You
right. All
guys
right.
won't let me. Okay, let's see. My next question here. Oh yeah, you said that you had I'm just wondering too, because I think I saw it on your video. I couldn't find it. But didn't Twitch give you a huge opportunity? I think you went to New York as well. Something
Yeah, I
happened there.
did.
Was it with Amazon or I can't remember
No,
what I
no.
saw a video with that.
So what had
Are
party?
you
No,
serious, Party Rocker? Come on.
but
I
wait,
always support your show
you
and you're
got
gonna
to
do
do
me
it.
like this?
You got to do it with the mask on, though. I've
Ugh,
never seen Batman in fur.
I
So
don't like this.
I'll tell the Brooklyn story, and you fur it up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you tell the story. I'll be right back. I don't
This
like you
is
guys today. This is not
wait. You
going
got
to.
so now you got to do double fur because you
What?
got two
Double fur?
furs.
Oh my word.
So you got to do
Okay,
like a
fine.
scarf, a jacket, and like gloves or something.
Okay, let me try to find something. You tell the
Okay,
story and talk to the chat, and I
okay.
guess I'll be right back. Thanks a
Chat,
lot,
y'all. First of
guys.
all, y'all are freaking amazing. If you see a DJ or streamer, please follow each other because we continue to build this lovely thing we have called Twitch community. And a lot of times it's us that's starting it. So continue to follow each other. Continue. Somebody said Disco Darren said Bat Pimp. Continue to big each other up, even if it's just words, because you never know what somebody's going through. You never know if somebody's at that point of just giving up with streaming, and you just never know. So just keep encouraging each other. This is having fun with each other. This is what it's about. What she was referring to with Brooklyn was what's up, Clarky? Everybody's doing good. Good to see everybody. So Twix flew me in a small batch of partners to New York, and what it was their first ever partner summit in person. So what was happening? They have a lot of webinars for partners um, that they do, like how to design your stream, or how to look at your analytics. They have a lot of different topics that are very informative and helpful, and they handpicked a bunch of people that would come to that and flew us to Brooklyn. So I remember getting this email, and it was like, "Hey, this is Twitch, and we really enjoy your streams, and we look at that's what I'm talking about with the boots, with the fur, the bat with the fur, yes, yes, oh yes." This is going to be my new. If you ever call my phone, this is what's going to pop up. Just want to let you know. All right. So, all right. This is amazing. This is amazing. All right. So,
It's getting really hot in here. I have 2 furs on.
don't leave that on too long. We're gonna have to hydrate. I'm gonna drink some Stella
I
to
know I'm
hydrate though.
sweating over here. You can share your story. One thing I
All right.
will quick thing I will say is this fur right here, Silver Night.
Uh
I
huh.
was DJing a wedding and I told him the other day, I'm not a stealer, but like
Uh
this
huh.
was years ago and a bridesmaid had this.
Uh
And I
huh.
asked the DJ company, she kind of left it because she had too many drinks. And I really wanted this. So I technically asked if I could keep it. I never used it again, but I did keep this. I don't
So
know
what's
why.
happening is you borrowed from a gig somebody's fur.
Basically.
I understand. I get what I get. That's a very nice way
I
of
kinda
saying
swiped it from
I
a
took that.
bridesmaid. Well,
I
I
love
didn't
it.
mean to, I just really liked it. I don't know why, I've never used this thing before. Like, it's
You
a bit
gotta
hideous,
use it.
but
You gotta use
I
it.
kinda swiped it from a bridesmaid. But anyways, go
I
on with
love
your story. I know it's
so
so bad.
I love it. No, so no, it really started. It started with an email, right? Like I said, I was going to these webinars, for that Twitch throws on for the partners, and Christina says a stalker, kidnapper, and a thief. Okay, and so I get the email, and it's like, hey, we love your show, and we have our first ever partner summit, and we want to invite you, and we're paying for everything. So I'm like,
Wow.
first of all, I
crazy.
didn't believe it. I didn't click the link for like a week because I was
Wow.
like, and something I said, let me go back and read this again. Went back and read the email again. I was like, oh wait, this is an official email. So I clicked the link and they sent you a credit card number and you booked your own flight times and all that, and they put you up at the Brooklyn Marriott and they flew us in.
Wow.
And what was cool about it, I was in a room, and now of course we know the DJ portion of Twitch. It really is a small part when you look at Just Chatting or Grand Theft Auto, because if you look at, like for instance, let's look at Twitch right now. If you look at Twitch and let me get out of here. Go to this right here. Okay, so if I'm looking at Just Chatting category, we're talking just a category. How many people do you think is watching Just Chatting right now?
Like maybe 20,000, maybe less than that.
Okay,
15,000.
so remember, Just Chatting is always the highest category.
Oh, it
Oh,
is? I didn't know
yeah.
that actually.
So Just Chatting has 460,000 people watching right now.
Wow.
Not people streaming, but actual people watching.
So that's
Right?
nearly 500,000 people watching.
Right. Okay. Now, in relation to Grand Theft Auto, how many people do you think are watching Grand Theft Auto right now?
Oh, probably like 800,000.
333,000, right?
Wow.
All right. How many people do you think are watching the music category right now?
Music, I'm going to say about anywhere from 20 to maybe 25,000.
18,000. So you see the big difference, right? So most of the people there were from Just Chatting, or from like a Grand Theft Auto, or from Minecraft, or these really big categories. And it was only maybe they only handpicked maybe 100 or so of us. If I don't think it was 100 of us, it might have been 100 of us. Out of that, it was me. It might have been one other DJ, and maybe like one or two musicians. It wasn't a lot of us. So that, first of all, that was amazing. So you walk in, and the first thing they have is like they rent out the whole conference area of the Brooklyn Marriott, which is huge, and they had different rooms for in-person webinars. I was able to sit with the CEO, some of the vice VPs, and big wigs. That was cool. Took some classes. That was great. Had an in-person, I'll call like a TED Talk kind of seminar thing. They had one of the big guys from Peloton. They had one of the cats from Saturday Night Live. They had, I forget her name. She was the only blind chef that won
Wow. It's amazing.
Master Chef, and I forget her name too. But
Mhm.
it was crazy. It was crazy. And man, when you first walked in, they had like a mock bodega and gave you, all kind of crazy candy and gifts. They gave me like a hoodie with my name on it, an official
Oh,
Twitch hoodie with the name
cool.
on it. Like
Wow.
it was dope, and we was able to do like a lot of networking. Like it was a lot of networking being done,
Mhm.
and that's the whole thing. Is how one way to grow is your networking. And so I mean, but they handpicked me. It was one of the guys, and we became real cool. And he was like, I chose you. He's like, because you would come
Wow.
to you came to every webinar we had.
Oh,
You were all
cool.
cool in the chat. So it was sometimes it's like what you do outside of Twitch, when how we talk about opportunities and how to make things grow. You got to be thinking outside of just, I'm gonna go live and push the button and hope people come in. You got to do a lot of work outside of it. It's a lot of things, streamers have to do to keep growing. And that was one of them. That was pretty dope. And that led to me, I don't know if you're going to ask me about, are you going to ask me about TwitchCon before I start talking about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
was going to
never
ask
mind.
you about it too.
Okay. So I'm not going to touch that yet, but the things that I've done with like going to webinars and just raising your hand, showing up and showing out is how a lot of these opportunities kind of came.
How do you find out about these webinars? And that's some really good, solid advice. Definitely, you're giving me so much great advice on this show because sometimes you do press play or just record and that's it. You don't bother networking or reaching out to people. You don't want to bug them by notifying them a million
Right,
times because
right,
it's just everyone gets a million notifications. Like I have mine turned off too. So it's just a lot, right? But I think, like you
right.
said, Twitch is more of a community and it is about networking and who you
Absolutely,
know probably.
absolutely.
So how do you find out like about these
Hey,
webinars or
Charmaine.
these how you
Yeah.
doing, Charmaine? Good to see you as well. How do you find out I guess about these webinars or how to get involved? Taking off this
So,
fur now, guys.
so yeah. I know. I know that first got to be hot. So the webinars. Okay. So once I became partner, um, I just kept an ear out. Um, and I think it started with how did I find out about the first webinar? Um, so I think what happened is when I became partner, they were showcasing a lot more DJs on the front page. They don't do anything now because of copyrights, but a lot of DJs were on the. So I was actively trying to get on the front page. I was like emailing. I was like coming up with different ideas. Hey, I want to get this, and they were responding back. I don't know. I don't know if that was the start. I remember. So in your well, not even your dashboard, but when you're looking at your who you follow on Twitch and you're just looking at who's on live, at the top where your messages are, right? Your DMs. There to the left, there's like a little envelope looking thing.
Hmm.
One time there was something that popped up, was like, we want you to take a survey.
Hmm.
So I did that. That could have been it. I just anytime they ask me to do something, I do it.
Wow, that's
You
interesting.
know? And so one time I checked my emails, like, oh, here's a partner dispatch. Now I don't know how many parts. I know Party Rocker is partnered, right? I'm not sure who else is in the chat. Party Rocker, do you see do you get emails that say partner dispatch? I don't know if every partner get those, but I would get these emails that said partner dispatch. Do I need a break? Do I need a break? Do I need a break, Silver? You trying to break me? Why you won't break my soul? You won't break. Okay,
Cheryl
anyway.
Squad.
So
Well,
so every time I get a partner dispatch, they'll put information in there that for different little links. I click everything. I'm a part of everything. If it pops up, I'm there. Period. So that's how I found out about the webinars. Was from the like partner dispatch, and every time they have one, I jump in it, and a lot of times they'll have the same one. It'll be like craft your elevator pitch, and I've went 10 times to the same seminar, because you always learn something every time you go. It might be something that somebody says that you missed last time. So it's just being active, raising your hand, and being present.
okay, that's some good advice too. Yeah, definitely. And then would you say that like either using Discord or even Twitter, just letting
Hmm.
people know that you're on, would you say that it has been helpful like with your
it
community?
it all
I
helps.
know you
So
left Discord a bit. Yeah.
well, I still post in Discord.
What
I
about
still
Twitter? Do you find that helps you? Like letting
Nothing
people know?
hurts. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like so nothing hurts you. Like so I hit everything. I send a tweet, I'll send a Facebook, I'll send I'll go live on Instagram for a minute with no sound. I share everywhere. I even put myself on the TV because that counts as a view.
Oh, okay.
Huh? You understand what I'm
Interesting.
saying? Put
Yeah.
yourself on the TV because that
Mhm.
count even if somebody's not logged in, uh you still get a view from just watching it from a website or a TV. So I do it all. I put myself in the stories. I'll post an actual post on Instagram. You got to do it all. You got to
Yeah.
use everything at your disposal, because even if it's one person that comes over from a tweet, that's one more person that might not have known about it that might turn into 20 people.
That's so true. The party
Yeah.
have you ever gone live on TikTok as well? I was
I've
looking
gone
at that
live on
platform.
TikTok. I've done it
You
all.
have.
I
Okay,
do.
you've
The
done it
only
all.
reason why I don't go live all the time on TikTok, because it is a lot more work having. So the last time I went live on TikTok, I cut the comments off because I have the screen kind of far back and I can't see them. So that's another thing to look at and try to comment. When I'm not gonna lie to
Exactly.
you right now, my priority lies on Twitch. Twitch is my number one priority. Everything else kind of falls under it. IG is right under it. I want to get YouTube going, but Twitch that's where I do my thing at. TikTok is cool.
Yeah.
IG and everything, they're great. But because Twitch is my priority, when I would go live on TikTok, it would take away from talking to my fanatics.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is like, I really want people to convert from whatever other platform to come to Twitch because that's my priority. You
Yeah.
know, that's where I have my most impact outside of IG.
Yeah, and the Party Rocka gave some good advice here. Do you use the Party Rocka Twitter? He says the Twitch community
Twitter
is
is
heavy on Twitter.
Twitch.
That's because there's a lot of gamers too on Twitter,
Man,
right?
even the people that work at Twitch. When I was at TwitchCon, everybody I met that worked for Twitch was like, "Oh yeah, so what's your Twitter?" That was the first thing they would ask. I was like, "Damn, they love
I thought
Twitter.
Twitter was out when Trump started using it a lot.
Twitter.
I thought that went out.
They love
Yeah, I
Twitter.
guess so. I thought Twitter was like more for older people, like Facebook is, which we are all older, but like, Facebook is known for that. And I thought Twitter was kind of like that too. So that's interesting. Yeah, to try different things and try different apps. Okay, so
Yeah,
KevG says, yes, I do. And maybe that's what it is letting your community know and building that community. No, don't do it, Cheryl Squad. That's taking away from this interview. Do not do it again. I will never
we just did
talk
the
to you.
Mass Redemption too. Now, I saw that. I was like, we just did it. That's so funny.
Yeah, don't do it again. Don't do it.
Yeah, I remember
Put you
Periscope.
on
I used to go
blast.
live on Periscope. That's funny. And
Yeah, you
anybody remember Ustream? Did anybody ever use Ustream?
oh,
I did
yeah, yeah,
Ustream.
yeah. So I was going to ask because on your schedule, I was looking at it says every Saturday, but I thought you were on a lot more than Saturday.
I
So yeah.
was, but what's happened is life has changed a lot more. So Boss Baby is way like more active and older. So
Mhm.
now until something changes, I have him during the week, right? So this is daddy daycare, this is Twitch
Mhm.
stream, this is everything. And it just got overwhelming trying to do both.
Yeah.
And my son's my priority. So I had to make a decision. I had just started a brand new show. Because remember, I was doing the Good Morning Fanatic show. And I had just started the Midday Move. So I just kind of quietly put it on pause and focus on my son during the week. And then Saturday, my fanatics. Until maybe something changes or I have a little more help on the, because let me tell you something. To all the single mothers that have raised kids, my hat goes off to you.
It's a lot of
It's
work.
not easy and it's a
Mhm.
lot of work. So, Saturday is the day I go with my fanatics. I go hard in the chat. Disco Darren, you crazy. I go
Mhm.
hard for the fanatics on Saturday. During the week right now, it's me and Boss Baby,
Oh, that's awesome. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. And that
Yeah.
you're so present and active as a father. I
Yeah,
find that
that's my
really,
boy. That's my
yeah,
boy.
that's, inspiring too. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
really awesome. And to
Thank you.
all the dads out there, all the
Oh yeah.
fathers, I know it's not easy whether you're single or whether you're in a relationship. So props to
Mm-hmm.
all you guys, man. That's awesome. Um, okay,
Awesome.
so and I also know, going back to what you said as well, I noticed you were at TwitchCon in San
Mm-hmm.
Diego. So how did
Mm-hmm.
that happen? Did you meet Kev G too? I think he was there as
That was the
well.
first time I met Kev. Let me tell you about Kev. Kev,
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all ever met Kev in person. Kev is 12'3". And when he saw
Hilarious.
me, he dapped me up and hugged me and then picked me up and put me on his back like a book bag. I said, Kev,
Oh,
put me down. Kev,
you
put
look
me down.
tall.
I'm not
You
a
look
book
tall.
bag, son. No, he was. Now I did meet Kev. Kev was cool
How
as
tall are
hell.
you? You look
I'm
like you're
six
6 feet.
two.
How
I'm
tall are you?
6'2".
Yeah, that's
Now
tall. That's
Kev for real
tall.
gotta be Kev for real. Kev, how tall are you?
I can't wait to meet Kev G.
6'5".
Yeah, I heard he's
I'm
like
gonna say
6'5" or
6'5",
something.
6'6". Kev is
Wow.
not short. Kev is not short, but no, I got a chance to meet a lot of like 6'6". Let's
Wow,
see.
6'6"? Kev G.
No,
Do you
I
need a
think
specialized basement in your room?
I'm waiting for him to comment because
I
I
thought
think
Kev
he's.
G was about 5'10". I was really surprised with
Oh
him and Drax.
no, no,
So,
Kev G. There's
oh,
no
he
way.
says you guys are the same height. You guys don't
Kev
even have to jump to slam dunk. Like,
Kev is playing with y'all right now. Kev is 13 feet, 7 inches
he's
with
Goliath.
no shoes on,
Oh,
barefoot. You
wow.
understand what I'm saying?
He's 6'3". Now we wanna all meet Kev G
No,
now as
Kev was
well.
super cool. So what happened with TwitchCon? Same thing from the Brooklyn. Every time I got two people. They get taller every time I talk about them. Party Rocker and Vader Mix. Vader Mix is tall too,
Yeah,
but
he
every
looks
time I talk
tall.
about Vader, I say he gets taller every time. So before we're ending this live, Party Rocker will be 15 feet. Trust me. But what was cool about TwitchCon is same thing with Brooklyn because of the webinars and the Brooklyn and all that. They invited me to have an official TwitchCon meetup
Mhm.
for the DJs and music folks. And I was able to do it with one of my fam over at BeatStars, and we had a meetup at TwitchCon. And so this is where I met Kev. It was a lot. I met I'm not gonna lie, it was a blur. It was so many people in and out. It was so much fun. It was so much happening. But yeah, I met Kev there. I met oh my God. Now I'm drawing a blank. I met Bay Area
Mhm.
bread. Kev, who all was there at the meetup? Everybody there. I wanted to go to some of the after parties. I didn't make it to the after parties because I wanted to meet Icy Ice in person. I missed him. I missed Scene. I missed a lot of people, but there was a lot of people that came to the meetup. TwitchCon was
Was there
fun. I want to.
anyone you were surprised with seeing that looks different, like on camera or on their show? And then when you see them in real life, it's usually the height people always say.
Yeah, it was
But
it was a high because I mean everybody looked the same. It was just how tall or shorter they were. Um,
did you have lots of people come up to you too, like recognize you and
at the
come up?
meetup, I had more people come up to me, but yeah, Kobe was there, lockdown, yeah. So thank you, kid. I'm telling you, it was so many people that it was crazy. But I had more people recognize me at the meetup than just in because TwitchCon in general, again, is still more. Think about it, more gamer based,
Yes, yeah,
more
yeah,
talk. So you had a ton heavily gamers. So the gamers aren't watching DJs like that.
yeah. Would you do
Unless
it
they happen to
again?
meet one.
Would you do it
I
like
want to
this
do it.
again?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. That was my first con. Period. That was my first time going to any con. I would go if I had listen. If I can make it to Paris, I want to go this year. My goal is to at least make it to Vegas this year because it's in. So the first one's gonna be in Paris. The second one's gonna be in Vegas.
Okay. Oh, amazing. Wow.
I wanted
You
Kev.
know.
I want to do both. I would love to do both, but Vegas should be off the chain.
Yeah, Vegas should be. And have you done Twitch meetups like anywhere? Because I know there's a lot in Atlanta. Have you met anyone
They so
in Twitch
honestly
meetups?
they have one official one because I was trying to put on an official one with Twitch, and they get back like there's already one in Atlanta. You gotta see. So that's another thing. But I haven't been to like the unofficial ones yet. But I
Mhm.
would go. Like I'm not sure when the next one is, but I'll go.
Okay. So
Hmm.
you're like really concentrating more on streaming. What about like would you prefer I'm assuming you prefer streaming over real-time gigs, or would you
Yeah.
still try to get out there and do more real-time
I've
gigs?
done a few. I've done a few, and I have a few in the works. Um, but one of the criteria is I want to be able to stream from the real time gig. So that's like every time I talk to somebody, it's like, do you have a way to tap into Ethernet? Like, can I bring my
Or even just
streaming
the
laptop?
iRig, right? Like your little iRig, because you can do that easily with their Wi-Fi. I've done it at Nordstrom's and wherever I
Yeah.
can, just
Well, I have a
stream.
whole streaming setup
Yeah.
for that. I bought a whole nother computer,
Okay.
a whole
Nice.
nother camera. Like I got a whole nother thing just for
Mhm.
that.
Wow.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. And then I noticed you also did like a Father's Day all vinyl everything. I thought that was pretty cool. Can you
Yeah,
let us
so
know about that?
yeah, well, so all vinyl is a couple of the homies down here. Sean throws it, DiBiase is a part of it, and they've been doing this for years. So they always kind of invite me a couple times a year to do it. So it just kind of fell on Father's Day, but that was fun. That was it's always fun to bring out the vinyl. I always forget because I started from vinyl, right? It's a humble reminder of where I came from every time we do it because first of all, you got to organize this vinyl. Every time I try to organize a new set, and vinyl is heavy, and I
Yeah,
don't never
it
bring
is.
out just one crate. Even on a show like All Vinyl, I'm only doing an hour. I bring out 4 heavy crates of records every time, at least 4, maybe 5, because I don't know all the time exactly what I'm going to do. And it reminded me like when I first started with vinyl, I used to carry almost 20 crates
Whew.
to each gig because you never
Oh,
know what gig, what exactly you might go this way, go this way. You gotta have everything.
that is crazy.
It's
20 crates.
crazy.
Wow. So, but when you go out, do you still bring, or do you just bring a controller now, or do you
Yeah.
bring?
So when I go out, it depends. So this setup, yeah, you can see. So this setup is what I use here.
Mhm.
Uh, and sometimes I'll bring this out. This is the Pioneer S11, right? Usually, and you can't see it's on that side. I bring my SZ out, which is the big controller. I
Mhm.
bring that everywhere now. Yeah, it's
Oh,
so much
okay.
so much easier. Yeah.
Yeah. What would be on your bucket list? Like if you could do anything in the world, DJ the Super Bowl or DJ somewhere like, I don't
Headline
know.
Coachella.
Oh
Headline
yeah?
Coachella, man. Oh
Coachella.
yeah.
You should talk
Coachella.
to DJ Hannah Rad.
Okay.
She I should connect you guys. She
Let's do it.
actually does that for Coachella. She's like the main
I would love to.
person. Yeah.
Even if it's not a headline, you said my dream, but
Mhm.
just to DJ at Coachella, period, right? Like it can be because they have multiple stages, but the headline would be amazing. But just to DJ a
Mhm.
stage and rock the crowd there, Coachella, make that happen, Honeyflow. You said you
Yeah.
were gonna be the manager.
I know I'm
Put on the
actually
Batman and the
a pretty good
fur, and
agent. I'm a
let's
pretty good
go.
agent and manager, so if you ever need one, let me
Let's
know.
go.
But I love
Let's go.
connecting people as well.
Yeah.
Like even there's been so many great people on here you just don't know, that
Right.
produce and do
Right.
amazing things that I've interviewed. And I know DJ Hannah Red, she does a complex show on Twitch. And
Okay.
then she also does Coachella. Like she's like the main person. She's like a TV personality as well.
Dope.
So
Dope.
maybe I'll
Dope.
try connecting you guys
Let's
and
do it.
who knows,
Let's do it.
seeing isn't that in Chicago or you said it's all over, right? I think.
Coachella.
Yeah. I thought that was in Chicago.
Uh,
I could be wrong.
I don't think it's Chicago. I don't think
Somewhere
it's
else? I
yeah.
can't
Yeah, I
remember.
think it's somewhere
LA?
else.
No, I
Yeah, I
don't
think it's
know.
more West Coast.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that as well. And
Yeah.
then do you have anything
Yeah,
like
yeah, California,
oh,
yeah, Indio,
California,
yeah.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
Yeah, I
from
knew it was in
California.
Cali. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta add her, DJ Hannah Red. Have you heard of her?
I'll
She's
add
like a
her now. How do
full-blown
you
like
spell it?
Hannah
Just
Rad. So it's HANNAH and then RAD, DJ Hannah Rad. Make sure everyone in the room adds her. She's super dope and she's like the full package. Like she's literally like a TV personality and she's on massive
no,
stages. She's done
she was on
Coachella.
21 hours ago. Okay, I'm gonna follow her.
Yeah, yeah. So make sure you guys check
Mm-hmm.
her out. She's
Mm-hmm.
so humble too. So I'm sure she'd be able to give you great advice if you
Yeah.
ever want to get there.
And
You know?
just more traveling, period. So now I'm in a place where I don't mind doing in-person events, right?
Hmm.
But now I'm in that season where I want to travel. I want to do shows. I want to do festivals. I want to do out of town things. I want to, DJ in Vegas and DJ in LA. I want to travel. I've done that before, but now I want to get back into that. I miss traveling. I miss doing out of town events. I think that'll be a lot more fun than, you know, every Friday night at so and so bar in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like I
Hmm.
really want to get more into that. Have a couple of things here that I do, a couple of residencies, but I really want to travel more than I do here. And then I can take my, fanatics with me everywhere I go.
Hmm.
Because
You got to come to
every gig I do,
Toronto.
I'm taking.
Have you been to
Hey,
Toronto?
I haven't. I have not. Set it
Okay, you
up.
gotta
Let's go. Let's
gotta
get it
come.
popping. I'm on the
All
way.
right. Sounds good. Yeah, that's great. If you guys have any questions too, I know we've kept them for a while and I know I could keep them another 5 hours, but gotta respect your time as well. But if you
I
guys have any
appreciate you.
last minute questions for DJ Silver Knight and for the one person that's catching my replay that doesn't know who he is, for the one person in the room, make sure you guys add him. He's really does an excellent show called The Kickback Show, and he's very versatile, you know, emceeing, hosting, comedy. We're going to get into one quick, another video of his too. I
Oh,
wanted to
I don't know what
showcase.
video this is now.
Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But this is
Oh
where his
Lord.
humor comes in, you know, and I love that you do everything. Like it inspires me truly because I remember when I first started Twitch, you know, DJs would be like, TikToks are stupid. Like, why are you doing that? I don't get it. And it was like such in a box for DJing. You either got to do this or you got to be this. But like,
Right.
I'm like, but
Right.
no, but you know, I love TikToking or incorporating comedy or making it more like a
Yeah.
TV show
Yeah.
or a
It's
radio
fun.
show because
That's
you
right.
could really be like you make your own show. There's no one managing you. You decide what you want to do, right? So when
Absolutely.
I see shows like yours, they truly inspire me because you are versatile. You do just
Thank
that,
you.
right?
Thank you.
And when I
Thank you.
watch DJ Hannah Rad and other shows, I don't know, Jay Online, and you know, they incorporate fun comedy where they're coming out of like
Jay Online,
Walmart.
is that the Walmart
Yeah, that's the Walmart guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's hilarious. He's
And he's
hilarious.
funny, and I like that, you know, because it shows that. And even if you're a turntablist DJ, there are different DJs, right? Like there's wedding DJs, club DJs, there's turntablist DJs, there's radio
Mhm.
DJs.
Mhm.
So I'm learning now doing shows that every show is different and unique, and it can't really be compared to one show or the other,
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right.
But I
That's
do
right.
like how you're like come from a turntablist background, but yet you
Mhm.
incorporate all those funny things like those TikToks and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
humor. I
Yeah, you gotta
appreciate
have fun. You gotta
that.
have
Yeah.
fun with it. I mean, and it's so true. Same thing with YouTube and Twitch. This is your own personal channel on your own network. You can make it what you want. You can interview people. You can DJ. You can dance. You can do a cooking show. It doesn't have to be even in one channel. It doesn't have to be the same thing. You can have different things going on in one broadcast. I've definitely seen DJs cook while they're DJing
Yeah,
or
that's
have
cool.
something or have different things going on. Oh, you know, you don't have to just be in a box because that's the gatekeeping part of everybody wants to put you here.
Yes.
This is the whole point of being able to do something out of your place. Do what you want. As long as it falls in TOS, right? In terms of in terms of don't violate the terms of whatever, but do what you want. Do what makes you feel good. If you I was always a gamer. So me
Mm.
playing games on stream is only me reliving my childhood. You know, and me loving music. It's all part of the same ecosystem when it comes to my DNA and my makeup. So don't be afraid to step outside of like, okay, I've been in this box for years. Radio wants you here, or
Yes,
the club wants you here. Well, now what? You can do whatever you want,
I
and there's
agree.
always be somebody that loves what you do. So you
Yeah,
know,
it's so true. That's awesome. So we're gonna, I'm just gonna play, I know I had so many more videos, but I could save them for another time. Let's
all
see
right.
what video, because there
I'm
are some
scared. I
fun
don't know what
videos.
she's about to play.
Try download. I think I have three of them. Okay, let's get into this
Oh
video,
Lord, I'm
guys.
scared.
He's trying to find some lowdown, some tea on him. He's got a pretty clean record online, guys. It was hard to find some tea, but my investigation work is working well. So we'll see
The tea is
what else.
cold. The tea is pretty cold.
We'll see what else I can find on
The
him.
tea usually now there is some tea in tequila.
Yeah, there is. There is. Okay, let's see if this one works, guys. We'll be right back. You guys check out this video clip. Let me know. Throw some ones in the chat if you like this clip as well.
That's why I freaking love y'all, man.
That didn't work.
Good
Okay,
one.
here. I gotta, how do I take you? Okay, how do I do this? I'm still getting kind of new at this. I'm trying to take us out. Okay, I'm gonna try to remove us and play the video. See if this works.
Okay. That's why I freaking love y'all, man.
Say it like Leon Phelps. Oh, I ain't did Leon. Okay. So what we gonna do is, ladies, we gonna go to Red Lobster and get a biscuit, and when we get this biscuit, I'm gonna eat it with sausage, okay? But it's not just any sausage. What the kind of sausage we gonna get is the pickled sausage. We gotta get the pickled. Gotta get the pickled sausage at the bar, okay? And you taste it down with a little Cavassier, and you gotta drink the Cavassier with the sausage and the Red Lobster biscuits, okay? So that's how we gonna do it on my show, because I like this the Red Lobster biscuits with sausage. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Leon Phelps, ladies and gentlemen. Was that good? I hadn't done that voice since the movie came out. Gotta eat it with the sausage.
So today I'm making pot pie, but I ain't using chicken. I opted out for seafood, something new and different. Chopped the onion, bell pepper, and I chopped some garlic. Then I sauteed. I was careful not to char it. Yeah. Get a tomato paste tube, but squeeze. Then I add a little wine. This that Pinot Gris. Let it cook until the wine is evaporated. I feel like a recipe is just an affidavit. Yeah. Add cream and let it reduce. When it's this consistency, add your seafood. Crawfish with the shrimp and crab. So good, make you hit the dab. The pie crust is store-bought. If you can't cook, then that's your fault. Cause I'm giving you the game and I gave it to you free. I ain't charging you a thing.
Want to know why I went to Target today? It was very important.
For two reasons. One, to
That was hilarious. I slipped all of them in. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna slip them all in on you because they
Yo.
are funny. I love that. You know what? If you're free, we should do a TikTok together, like a duet. I think it would
I'll
be
do it.
hilarious.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
do it.
What do you guys
Absolutely.
think? If you guys like his TikToks, throw some ones in the chat if you like his TikToks. Let's do
Leon
this one.
Phelps is hilarious.
It is yeah, it is pretty funny. So don't you love TikTok? Like I
I
love
love it.
'cause
I
yeah, it
love
just
it.
brings
I
out
try to go through and
more
find. So you
interesting
know, it's funny. I go through and see a lot of funny stuff on TikTok and repost it on IG, and they be like, "Yo, why are you so crazy?" I'm like, "Sorry, man." Somebody said, said, "Where's Skating Man?" Skating Man.
Do people ever say like stay in your lane, you're a DJ, why are you posting or why are you doing TikToks?
No, never,
No?
never to me. That
Oh,
wouldn't
I've
go well
heard
for
that.
them.
Yeah, I've
That
heard that
wouldn't that wouldn't
before.
that wouldn't go very well for the
But it's
person saying
funny
that.
because TikTok, those reels are now going to Instagram, they're going to Facebook. I remember people saying, "Oh, my grade sixers do it. Why are you doing it?" But I loved
Hmm.
it. Like TikTok, I loved in the pandemic because it was just fun, you know? It brought out
Yeah,
your personality more. And
yeah,
now you see
yeah.
them everywhere, right? You see it, the reels going. So,
Listen, it's nothing wrong with showcasing all of your personality,
yeah,
doing different things. There's nothing wrong with that.
exactly.
You know, it's not just for, like, yeah, I've seen or maybe heard. Nobody's ever said that to me. That wouldn't
Really?
go. That wouldn't go well for them. And I think they know. People know not to, say nothing too slick. Because I'm a very nice person. Snap.
You are. It doesn't look like you don't look like a snapping turtle
Well,
whatsoever.
I'm a
You
snapping
don't look like you'd
turtle.
hurt a fly. You don't look like you'd hurt. You seem like one of those nice guys. Like I can't see that happening,
So let me say this. Okay,
Yeah. Can see.
I'm a very nice and laid back and cool until I have to go into a parent mind frame. And of course, boss baby, you're gonna go into parent and snap if you have to, right? That's the other side you don't want to see. It's the same thing with Twitch and my career. This is like my baby. I've known this as long as I've known myself. So I do take certain things like in that mode if I have to. If I have to. But I'll say this. TikTok and YouTube, and if it's part of your brand, a part of your personality to be fun and all that good stuff. If all you are is just a DJ and that's all you do, that's okay. But that's not me. I'm not just a DJ and I can stand behind this and that's it. I do all kind of stuff outside of, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome, and it's so great that you're
Yeah,
trying, like,
yeah,
new things, you know? So,
yeah.
I appreciate that. Well, I know the time is pretty much up, and I don't want to,
This was
I know you're
fun.
busy
This was
too.
a
Yeah,
lot of
and it went
fun.
by so fast, and you've been
Yeah.
awesome, and you've given me
Thank
a
you.
lot of great advice too, like just simple things, you know? It's always great to learn from other people. And partner too. I talked to Vader Mix quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
he told me it took him 7, I think it was 7 times, uh,
Hmm.
he got rejected 7 times, and I loved his advice, and I loved that he was so open and honest because sometimes we're in this world of self-comparison, and you're just like, "Oh, people are getting this easily," you know?
Mine was
Like,
4 times.
4 times? Wow.
Was it
Yeah.
4 or 5? It was 4 or 5 times. I
Wow.
think it was 4. And honestly, the last time, so who we rating? Let me see who's on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
let you,
you let me
decide
pick?
who we're
Okay,
going
let me
to.
see
Yeah,
who's on.
for sure. Yeah.
The when I finally got it, I actually got it, and I was so mad about I kept getting turned down and so frustrated. I wanted to get it just so I could turn it down.
Really?
Yeah, like
Wow.
I was pissed at that point because I was like, "Yo, what the hell?"
Yeah.
But when I did get, I was like, "Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
got it!" You know. But at first, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna keep trying and so turn this down." It's like, no, I didn't turn it down. But it took
Is
me
there any
probably 4
advice you
times.
could give other people that are, like, trying hard for it, or they're just like, "Forget it," and they gave up? Like, what would you
Don't
say
worry
to other
about
streamers?
don't do partner pushes. Right? There's
Hmm.
no such thing because
Mhm.
there's not really a rhyme or reason to why they pick you. So hold on. So there's a lot of amazing DJs on, right? Like we can go somewhere anywhere, but a lot of times I like to go where um people sometimes needs the most help. So sometimes I
Sure, let's do
who
it.
the
Yeah.
the lowest numbers and help them out. Because Vince is on, Vince is awesome, Chaotic is awesome.
Yeah, they're
You
all awesome.
know, scam artists on Jesus. I mean, everybody is on. Vader is
Mhm.
on. Jesus Christ. Like,
Yeah, they're all on.
and so let's go. This is a tough one. So this is when we try to find a new place to go. So let's see.
Yeah, and I
Just because,
appreciate you guys, yeah,
yeah, just let's
for
go.
doing
Let's
that.
see. Hold on, give me a second. I'm looking.
'Cause sometimes I
Like
feel like small streamers really do appreciate that.
they
Sometimes you don't
do.
even get the regard or you don't even get a hello when you I that's happened to me a few times rating into bigger streamers, like, they don't even say hello to you, and I'm like, "Oh, maybe they're just
Oh yeah.
busy." But I'm like, the
Well, no,
acknowledgement is always
some of them
nice,
don't
right?
really understand that Twitch is a community that, again, unless you're bringing your own crowd, and that's a whole other thing. And
Mhm.
I'm still looking. I'm gonna finish this partner question. Wow, it's so many amazing people on. Um, let's go over to Nita Don. Nita Don
Okay,
one.
cool. Yeah, yeah,
Let's go
she's
big up her community. She has like 20 people in there. Let's bring her 20 more.
all
30
right,
more.
awesome. Yeah, and she's great too. She was the first person to give
Yeah.
me a video when I first started Twitch on how to make my audio better using the iRig. She was the first woman to help me out,
Yeah.
and I appreciate
Oh, that's
Nita too.
awesome.
She's killing it too, doing a great show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
okay.
let me finish this thought you asked me about the Twitch partner and so okay, build your community. Just continue to build, be yourself, right? I see a lot of people when they kind of think they're getting close to what so the requirements for the partner, right? It's like the average of 75, what is it, 75 in a 30-day period, you average 75 viewers, right? So out of
Hmm.
all your streams, just to get considered, because see, it's not like getting affiliate. Affiliate is once you reach your requirements, you apply, you're gonna get it. Partner is a little more into it. Like they kind of handpick it, and then they do it in waves. I don't know what the time period is, but they do it in waves usually too. So usually when you see one partner, you'll see a bunch of people get partner at the same time. I see a lot of people that when they think they're close, oh, I got 75. I would say get it up to about 100 average viewers in a 30-day period. I know this says 75, but overshoot. That's always better. All right. Because everybody that gets 75 is applying at the same time. So I would overshoot and make sure that you're being as community based as possible. Right. Because that's what Twitch is. Twitch is community. So when you start getting ready to apply, don't worry about, are we pushing for partner? Just continue to do what you're doing. Continue to build amazing streams. Continue to be engaging as you can. Get people talking. Get people throwing emotes. Get people just engaged as possible. And when you apply, make sure you let Twitch know how great your community is. Let them know who's watching you. Talk about community. Because if it's not about community, Twitch is probably going to be like, denied. So I noticed that with mine, like as like that third or fourth time, whenever they then I just talked to them straight up. It kind of was like, I'm not saying I didn't care, right? Because it's not that, because I did care. It was like, I'm over worrying about being a partner. I'm going to do it, but because I know it helps the brand and whatever. But when I applied that last time, I didn't care about being a partner no more. I could care less. And I know that sounds weird because I still apply, and I still was very happy when I got it. And we celebrated. But when I got it, it was kind of like, have you ever seen the movie Shawshank Redemption?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you remember when they finally let Morgan Freeman out? He was like, I really don't give a shit what y'all think about me.
Yeah.
He was like, he's just, hey, I am who I am. And I'm I've learned, I've been with people, blah, blah, blah. And that's when they were like, we're letting you out. And that's kind of where I was with it. And that's when I had the most engagement, because I stopped worrying so much about numbers and partner and all that. And I just was like, yo, bump it. I'm just going to just keep doing what I'm doing. Who cares? And that's when I got it.
Wow.
So, I stopped using the dialogue. We're pushing for partner. Because every time I did that, I never got it.
So true.
Never got it.
But you're not the first streamer. There's been so many. I wish they would make it kind of more clear or easier on Twitch, and maybe the music categories just have it separate, not just live performers, but DJs, or I don't know who they have in the music category. Twitch, you need to hire me. Because I'd love to. There's so much advice that I feel like we can grow in this music category, and they're still learning. In all fairness, we just got on, music
is a tough one. They talk about a lot in some of the webinars and some of the Brooklyn talks and the TwitchCon talks, and especially with DJs when we talk music, because music can be drummers or original content. That's a little different, right? But come on! Did you get a Batman Redemption?
I did, and I'm trying to rate out. Come on, you guys. Cheryl.
Yes, this is awesome.
No,
okay, let me zoom in and get this.
I'm trying to hide my hair today.
Boom! There's my screenshot.
Oh my god!
This is great.
Whatever.
This is great.
I'm not.
But with the DJ category, they're still kind of fighting with the record labels. So that's kind of a thing. Like any other platform, Twitch is just because they actually do care about the DJs versus IG, who just cuts you off.
Yeah.
They don't give it, they cut you off, unless you're D-nice or somebody, they're cutting you off.
Yeah.
Twitch is really trying to find a way to, make all this work. So, it's coming. It's going to get better.
Yeah.
I love I'm talking to Batman.
I mean, we got Versus. I know we got Versus on, and many people Amazon. Do you think, one last question. I know because I could talk it up another 10 hours with you, but I'm just curious, do you think that by all these big companies coming in like Amazon Music versus some celebrities now, some big DJs, do you think that it takes up prime real estate and just cuts out all the little guy streamers? Or do you think it helps the smaller streamers by all these big people coming on Twitch?
I think it helps. Let me tell you why. The more attention that is brought to this platform, and that more people know, like, oh snap, they got DJs, the better, right? So it's kind of the same thing with with IG Live at the top of the pandemic, the way that a lot of DJs kind of blew up or started getting attention because you had some big DJs jump on and it was like, oh, this is a thing. Oh, snap. So I don't think it's going to ever hurt because your crowd is going to be your crowd, right? So hopefully that makes you go that much more harder to see, like, oh snap, Amazon Music can have a stream with 30,000 people. Jazzy Jeff can have a stream with 2,000 people. Scratch Bass is 1,000, 2,000. So hopefully that's more of a motivator than a discourager.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on how you look at it. It could hurt if you say, oh man, they got everybody. Well, what can you do to build your squad?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I don't think it hurts. I don't think it hurts. And I think if you embraced it more and interacted more, you never know. They might raid you. You just
Yeah,
never
you never
know.
know. You
They
never
might
know.
they might see you. I've been raided by some big streamers
Mhm.
just because I just came in and was like, oh man, I love your stream. And it was genuine. It was like, oh man, holy crap.
Yeah.
Ray Taiwan. She used to
Mhm.
come on a lot during the pandemic.
Okay.
And that's when I was doing my where did Batman go?
We'll take
That's
it
when I was
off.
doing my Good Morning Fanatics show.
Yeah.
And she would come on before me. Her time zone was different. And so while I was getting ready for my show, I would pop in to hers and she would always have 1,000 people. It
Wow.
was always crazy. And I would always subscribe. Not that I had to, but because I loved her show. I would always come in. So when I would come in, oh, Silver Knight, how you doing? What's up? And one time she's like, hey, y'all, who's going on? Who should we raid? Is anybody going on? I was like, I'm going on.
Oh,
in
you
30.
said that? Wow.
Oh, yeah, because she
That's
asked. Only
awesome.
because she
That's good.
asked.
No, that's good. You
Right,
did.
right. Twitch etiquette. She asked, and I
Yeah.
said, oh, I'm going on. I go on at
Wow.
9 every morning. And she was like, okay, Silver, we're coming your way.
Wow. Crazy.
My first big raid from her, 600 something people.
You didn't I hyperventilated. You never hyperventilated? I did on
Well,
one
I was
raid.
just
I
my regular
hyperventilated.
nervous. It was it's like holy crap. But then the second time she rated me a couple times. The second time she rated me, she just remembered, oh, Silver Knight, are you about to go on? Are you going on today? Yep. Okay. 900 people.
Wow. Amazing.
Crazy, man. So, you just never know just by embracing, instead of looking at it always like, oh, it's competition. I mean, yeah, I am competitive. I am how many does Jazzy have? Okay, let me see how many I can get, of
Yeah.
course, right? That's the fun part of it. But in a fun let's get it way.
Yeah.
But you never know who's gonna shout you out or give you that alley-oop. So I just say continue having a great show, continue, having a great community. So when that alley-oop comes, you're ready. That's all.
Yeah, that's so true. Well, thank you so much for just coming on today. It was so much
Thank you
fun.
for having me.
Yeah, we're definitely
you.
I'm gonna talk to you about it, maybe a TikTok whenever we're free. We gotta do some
I'm
type of fun
down.
duet together. That'd be
I'm
awesome.
down. I am
Um,
down.
and yeah, thank you for coming on and just giving us a lot of advice and honest advice too, just kind of where you started and where you came from. And I hope, everyone in the chat room learns something more about DJ Silver Knight. Make sure everyone
Hey,
adds him. He really does an excellent show and is a really down to earth person. And that's so hard to find in entertainment. So
thank
I
you. Thank you.
appreciated
You are
you
too.
just coming
Absolutely.
on my show. Yeah.
Thank you.
Um,
And thank you to your community for having me. Thank you to your mods and everybody for throwing the points and bringing Batman and the fur, the boots with the
no,
fur.
we're not
And
thanking you
shouts
for that.
out to my fanatics, and my mods are in here. A bunch of the faithful fanatics are in here, and everybody that are working their butt off to make
Yes.
a stream happen. Whether you have 2 people, 20 people, 2,000 people, no matter what. Shouts out to everybody that's just trying to make something happen. Because
Yeah.
it's you trying, it's gonna make it happen at some point. And don't
And
be afraid to pivot. Try all kind of stuff.
yes, and it takes courage. Remember that, you guys. So, anyone on
Absolutely.
Facebook, any family, any friends, anyone that's watching, always remember before
Absolutely.
you knock someone else's idea, like it actually takes courage to be an artist and to do something outside of the box and to go for it. It takes a lot
Yes.
of courage. So, just always, even if it's not your thing, always be kind and always be supportive because that support goes a long way to,
That's right.
as well.
That's right.
So we are
Absolutely.
going to Anita Dawn's still on, right? Gotta make sure
Bye.
she's
Oh,
on.
let me check. Yeah, let's
Ooh,
go
raid
raid
into
Nita
her.
Dawn,
Whoops, I
right?
was about to raid into her. I put raid in her own chat room. How did that happen? Oh, shoot.
Ha!
Well, maybe
Now,
Jonah raided.
now she knows you're
Oh,
coming.
whoops.
See, I like to
She
wait.
just, yeah, did we just raid or did someone just raid? Maybe my mod just raided. I don't know, actually.
Hold on, I'm listening. Let me see.
I'm going to press raid anyways.
No, she didn't say your name. So
Okay, so it's
she
probably a
might have just
different raid. Okay, so we're going to
yeah, it
start
looks like she got a
raid,
different. So
guys.
that's gonna be awesome for her. That's
Yeah,
2 raids. So
double
that's gonna
raids.
be great.
Yeah, thank you
Great.
guys for joining the show. I'm going to try to raid.
Thank you,
like,
Honeyflow. Thank
more
y'all,
times.
fanatics. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
I
thank
love
you.
y'all so much. I love you.
Make sure you guys add him as well. Should I press raid now or just let it go on its own? Because it's not really
give
picking up.
it a few seconds because it's a delay. So if you hit it now, it's gonna cut you off. So
Oh, okay.
let's
Yeah,
say bye and then give it about 15 seconds and then raid
sure.
because it
Thank you
cuts
guys
off if
so
you
much.
don't.
Oh, I am affirmed Black QT. Thank you so much for joining us this whole time. Jen B, Shero Squad, and her whole entire family I stalk. Love you guys. Clarky, love you too, a mod of mine, and everyone coming through. Derek, I think I saw Chef PLR and all you guys. Thank you so much for coming through today. Appreciate you guys too. Steph One, always great supporter of my show. This raid is taking a while, actually. I'm still waiting for it to go through. And everyone else, yeah, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. And Charmaine the villain, make sure you guys all add DJ Silver Knight. I think it's almost going through this raid.
Almost.
And I'm going to try
Make
raiding.
sure you follow me on the IG too. Same name.
Follow him on all his socials, guys. He's on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, like everywhere, Twitter. But make sure you follow him on IG and TikTok. Now, I know it leaves out some people. I'm not sure why it does. But I'm going to try rating quickly again. Ooh, I like that effect. How did you do that? I'm going to have to learn that effect from you. Is that like a silhouette or something type of effect?
It is. It is.
You should do body rolls or like slow, do slow jams.
Well, like this, like
yeah, you got to show. Yeah. Oh, hello. I don't even know. I'm not risky enough to do a body roll on camera. Maybe off camera, not on.
I think we rated. We're in our chat now.
We did. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.
Thank you so much, family.
Thanks
I
for
appreciate
sticking
you
around for so long. And
absolutely.
yeah, and I hope you have a great night too. And
You too.
I'll see you
All
soon.
right. We'll talk offline.
Yeah. Okay. Take care. Yeah.
Peace.
Bye. Let's see.